All right, all right. It's almost 9 o'clock. I know. How is it going, Lost? How's it going, Wolf? Nomad? Neto? Happy Mother's Day to y'all. I don't think any of y'all are mothers, but you might be dads. I know some of you are dads. Beast, how are you, bud? Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. How are you guys? It's 11 a.m. Dude, it's still Mother's Day here. We don't live on that upside down back ass words world you do. I mean, we do, but not the same part of it. Let's put it that way. How you doing? Yeah, we live on the other side of it, Tony. We live on the other side of it. All right, new calculations. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to try something new and different tonight. Something don't think I've ever done with this game. We're going to recreate the Big Easy. And I already have. You even told Libby Happy Mother's Day? Aw, she's a dog mom and she's a very frustrated dog mom right now. We are playing modded. As you can see by you can't see it yet. All the extra icons. We are playing modded. Just mods that really add more flavor. Things like road anarchy, prop anarchy, things like that really make the UI and everything pop, if you will. Makes it a lot easier to use, makes it a lot easier to play with. I can create a list out of mine. So for those of you that don't know, I have how many hours in this flipping game? That's the one thing I don't like about the new Steam overlay, the new Steam layout. We got a notes panel, which is cool. Oh, I have 300 hours in this game. There it is. It's showing me now. So, we used to do a ton of hours in this game. Subscribe. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Oh my God, it's derailing. Oh my God. So we're actually going to call Castheon Case tonight because he subbed with his own name, so we're going to leave it there. Akita, thank you for the lurk and enjoy your lurk time, and I appreciate the support. So for those of you that don't know, I have a ton of history in City Skylines. I used to do daytime streams, and I'll be honest, I might be bringing back daytime streams. Oh, you're going to do that weird shit again. That's fine. That's fine. It's a transition. Wait. Why are you doing this here? That's fine.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, screen capture. That's my fault. All right, so you'll have to be awake 24/7 again. All right, so for those of you that don't know, this point right here is one of the central points of New Orleans. This is a brand new city. We are on the first day of the first map. I just set things up basically. Like I went through, I found a map that's actually, let's get rid of this while we're at it. Boop. Well, actually, I don't know. If I do 2 p.m. Oh shit, that's like 3 a.m. your time. Super late for you. All right, so for those of you that know New Orleans at all and don't know New Orleans at all, I'm going to show you guys something we have set up for it. So this is one of the central points of New Orleans. And what I've done to make our life easy tonight is I'm going to be switching between that and this. And as you can see, Algiers Point, Federal City, Berryman, McDonough, Whitney, a lot of the major districts. This is where everybody thinks of New Orleans and Mardi Gras, is down here, is this side of the river. But we're going to start over here in what's commonly referred to as the Old Voodoo District. Savage! Savage, thank you for the love too. Also the number of mods in game. I don't think we're running 66. But, so if you look here, and then we go back in game, how do we flood the city? That's going to be a choice. That's going to be a choice for us to make. But you can see there's Algiers Point, and there's Whitney, and there's Federal City. So I'm trying to model this as best as I can. And I've gone through and I've put in the I-90 and stuff, and we're going to try to name the roads. I might do more of that off stream. But we're going to start with our normal battery. We're going to build a battery just like you always do. And then from there, we're going to get into it and start growing it. But we're going to start from this one section. Where are we on mods? I don't think we're that many. And for those of you that don't know, we might be that high. Let me see. I can tell you in a second. Because there's a difference between mods and assets, and that's the thing. So for those of you that don't know, I had to go through and redo the entirety. There's 82. There's 82. I don't think we're going to do 1-to-1. I think we're going to do like a artistic interpretation of the Big Easy. It's kind of the idea. So that being said, this is going to be our first block. We're going to start over here, right where they start us. This is where they start us. The only thing I've done is unlocked everything. And like I said, I went through and I added like I-10 West and I-10 East. We have 610. I believe we have the 610. I got to change that to the 610. But we're going to do a pretty good scale. And up here is the park. And then there's the Pontchartrain waterfront, as well as the Pontchartrain bridge over the river. So I don't know if we're going to do 1-to-1. We're going to try to do, you know, faithful. We're going to try to do faithful is what we're going to try to do. We're going to do homage to the city. And as far as flooding the city goes, this map actually has like the proper levee levels. Like you could flood the city if you wanted to. We might. I don't know. But so we're going to start here in this little area. I don't know if I like their off-ramp yet. I know this is the proper off-ramp. So we're going to go back and forth between the city, the map, and what we're doing. But we're going to start and be as good as we can. So the first thing we want to do is we want to come here. And I don't know if I can actually do anything with it. But we're going to start with I wonder if I have cobblestone streets. I don't think I have cobblestone streets. Okay, that's an urban. Let's see. Urban 2-lane with parking. I hate parking in this game. Guys, it's been a while. It has been a while since I've done this. I don't know. I don't know where I want to start. We're going to go with the 2-lane block roads, and we're going to start. You know what? We're probably going to have to go back and redo it. That's okay. We're also, oh, no. Fuck you. We're also going to have to, oh, I'm still muted. These are muted. All right. We're also going to have to deal with the population because I'm using the population rebalancer, which makes, I think, the game a little more fun because you actually have to pay attention to the proper, like, making sure value and worth is defined, like by doing things right. Yeah, let's go there. Now, can I, if I can, okay, so we got a node there, and we've got a node there. It ain't much of a node, and I might want to block it. I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. We'll figure it out as we go. But, you know, you got to start somewhere, and you got to, you know, you got to fuck some stuff up. So we're going to start with our battery, which we already fucked up.
Siren warrior who could kill me with her brain.
Hey, honey. All right, so there's our first battery. Hi, BB home. Welcome home. All right, so let's see. For the time being, I think I'm just going to pull water from like right here. And eventually I'm going to actually do a full filtration system, like a water plant and everything. I have the mods that allow you to break down the water plant. Let's do this. We're going to go from here straight down. Pull that guy. Okay, good connection. And good connection. Now we're going to need to worry about some power. Oh, lovely. Lovely. What we might be able to do is use right now Fletcher's. It's 2x1. We're using the 81 tiles mod. Okay. So we're going to go right here by the highway. Plop 2 of them down. Now these guys should start giving power to the highway. All right, let's see. All right, so you're getting power now. Good. Power is starting to happen. So then we're going to pause it up again. And we're going to do something like this. Then we're going to continue him over here. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're going to use the power of housing because I like using the way power works in City Skylines is it has to connect to a blob. And with that being said, it's kind of half-ass simulated as it is. So I like to use the power roads, which we're doing through, I believe, 81 tiles. And I'll show you guys. I'm being very honest about the changes I've made. We've enabled electricity transmission along roads, which I think is fair. I almost wanted to play with the modded, of course modded. But for those of you that don't know, I had a series that had like 300 plus mods, and then City Skylines is like, nope, we're changing everything, and fuck you, you can no longer use all of your old mods. So that's why it's been out of rotation for so long, is because I had to rebuild it from scratch to make it work the way I wanted. I don't know how I feel about water, sewage, and heat. I don't care about heating, but water and sewage going underneath the roads. In my brain, that feels cheaty, because I feel like I should have to put down the water pipes. Power, like I said, does this half-assed adoption thing, which to me, I don't feel like I need to deal with, but water, it would feel very cheaty in my brain. All right, so we're gonna do one of you, just to make you happy. And there we go, we got a battery. Now, while that's happening, we're gonna check and see what our levels look like. And the question is, where do I want to start? Doing well, Fox. How you been? Did you have a nice Mother's Day? I might actually like just use this section for now and make this. Let me see what my let me see. We're gonna make Algier and Federal. Anything that's zoned in there is going to be fertile land. So you're going to be fertile land in there and there. Busy weekend of lasering many things. Nice. Have you pivoted that to a side hustle yet, or are you still just doing it for fun? Thank you for the Murloc. All right, so how are we doing on water? We have none because land's an idiot. You are an idiot. Ha, 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 ha. Yes, I'm an idiot. All right, I'm also trying not to outgrow what I need because, as you see, we are hemorrhaging money, which is part of for the course when you're building your battery. No, that's okay. I am an idiot on this one. All right, and I will tell you guys, I did not start with any extra money, but what I did do was I started with everything unlocked because I hate the tutorial of like, place down a single section of road and then you can place more. I hate that. And I don't think that's cheating to have the entire palette. It's like asking me to paint a picture at first with one color and then giving me more colors as I go. I don't like that. So I'm not going to apologize for that. Getting some commission work, so that's nice. Nice. Well, if you're getting commission work, it is technically a side hustle. How hustly you are, I don't know. We're going to go here for a second. We're going to have to remove him in a minute. That's fine. There we go. Power. And you should be getting power. Are you going to do the, are you going to do me dirty like this? You're going to do me dirty. You were doing me dirty. Okay. I completely get that. Personally, I prefer not unlocking. Right, Wolf. And that's just one of those. In my brain, that's not cheating. That's just your personal flavor. And I am not going to yuck your yum if that's your, if that's the way you like doing it, then I respect that. But, you know, everybody has their own style. I've done so many starts of this game that to me, just give me all my fucking roads. Give me all of my tools and I will use them appropriately as I go. Like, I'm not going to build a hospital right off the bat. That's just stupid. Financially, not advantageous. Very stupid. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to extend. You guys can't see it behind me, but I have an eyedropper that allows me to pick the previous road segment, which is really, really nice. So we're going to do that. Monkalotopus! Love the name, by the way, and welcome on in. How you doing? That's the thing I've learned about this game, is this game has so many different stylistic choices that everybody can make. All right, we're going to use urban roads out here. Because this, for now, is going to be our... I'm going to kind of donk it. and use this as a battery. And that's fine being one way. That's fine being the battery. Okay. That's going to give us a slightly industrial look. I can't believe you cheat like this. I can't believe you judge somebody like that, Tony. Like, have you walked in my shoes, Tony? Do you know how much my bunions hurt? Do you have any idea, Tony? Judgy McJudgy face. Huh? All right, we're not going to extend that out anymore because we're not using it yet. But we are going to put in some light. We're going to see if this matches up. I don't think I matched it right. That'll work. I have all your shoes, the ultimate heist. You know, I was wondering where they went. I was wondering. All right, we're going to build a buffer here, too. It's not the greatest buffer, but it'll do. Right, I like the idea of it in theory. And, you know, when you've done 0 hours, it's great also as a learning tool. I don't think I wear either a 10 quad F or an 11 Wolf. You know, you're right. How many McDonald's do we need? There's also a Popeye. I put a Popeyes in just for Banlish. Not gonna let me change you. You know what? All right, so there we go. We're gonna just have one McDonald's. All right, and I know they want a police department. I might put city services here. You're a 10C? Okay, so you might be able to squeeze your feet in my shoes. Let's see, do we have a Popeyes yet? No, but we do have crime. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Polizia. And also when you step into modded and they give you access to all the modded stuff right away, it kind of changes the flow of things anyway as far as the beginning game. Which I don't think I have any modded police departments. It's a police HQ. All right, so we're gonna put you on this street. And we're gonna put you, of course, right next to him. We're actually doing pretty good on money this time. So we've got a little police department. Do I have a variety change? I don't. Needs more gun stores. I mean, there's that. This is another store that we have the same build. Oh, look, it's like a Panda Express. It's like a Panda Express. All right. Oh, that's that. Is that crooked? No, but it's going up the ridge. So this is what's commonly referred to as a battery. And a battery is what makes you money to start. So see how we're actually already going up money? My test playthrough, not on this map, on a different map, I was losing money hand over fist. Oh, and I do have to put one thing down. Libby, please tell them what every city needs in the park section. And some of you guys probably remember this from the old days. Wacky, waving, inflatable arm man. So, some of you remember that, some you don't. Bounce Wiggle House, that's right. So we're going to put the Bounce Wiggle House right here. And because everybody loves a bounce house. Everybody loves a wobble house. A wobble bounce house. And that is by far the smallest. Sup, Ragin? I usually start a small battery in the city skylines just to get stable. But yeah. And some of us, and I have a feeling that you are in this club as well, will go all the way back to like the old SimCity 2000 days. Now, I'm seeing upgrade arrows and playing with the realistic population. This is going to be super important to see these upgrades and to see what the land value is. So right now, over here is our most expensive property, which is good. It's very good. We like expensive property. Expensive property means higher tax values. And higher tax values means more money in our city coffers. So you want more of those. Now the question is, do I want to hop over this? I haven't figured out what I'm doing with these tram lines yet. I don't think I like these lines that the map gave me. Let's see. They'll be good. Connect. And whoever made this map, these need to curve a little better, but that's okay. This one goes out to there. So realistically right now, we're not using these. I might use these as a central line into the city and then do a tram system up from there. I'm not sure yet. But do I want to... I don't want to... Yeah, we're losing money again. I don't want to, you know, mess around with that yet. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to make this like a little... We're going to make this a little downtown district over here. Eventually, we're going to fill you in. Oh, Skessy coming in with a raid. Thank you for the support, love. All right, so eventually this will be like a downtown district in here, and we'll have to do 1U back alley with parking here. And that'll be good. I don't want to put houses over here next to that. My day was good. I went to Costco. I took my mother to Costco for Mother's Day and bought her a hot dog. That's what she wanted to do. I'm actually taking her on Tuesday to a really nice restaurant in Orlando. It's one of those all-you-can-eat places, but it's seafood. It's nothing but seafood. And I'm very excited because, like, steamers. Steamers. All right, so let's do another section of yield battery out here. And we can probably remove... What we can probably do now is let's delete these guys and these guys, and I'm hoping, there we go. What I'm hoping I can do is now power. We're gonna get a blip for a second, but that's okay. We're gonna keep power. We're gonna keep power. Everybody happy? Good. Everybody happy. Is the water level actually higher than the city? Yeah, the map actually here. Let me see if I can pull the topo. From what I read on the map, yes, it actually scales down as you go from the water level, from the levees. You can see they build up and then they slowly build back down. So the map author claims that they are accurate to what Big Easy is. And welcome on in, 9021 owned. 9021 owned? Is that the way I'd say it? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I haven't decided if I'm going to give you guys access to that yet. I don't know. We'll see. You can almost see my house from here. The map we have is most of what would be New Orleans proper. We've got the north side. We've got Pontchartrain Highway across the lake. We've got I-10. The 610 turns back into I-10. But it is a rather small section, I will be honest. But that's a City Skylines thing. So we're going to do the best we can with it. We're going to have some fun with it. All right. I don't like that once I scroll all the way with you, you don't scroll back. All right, so we're going to do a one-way street in here to hopefully minimize traffic BS. But we're going to leave that section at... hang on. Stop. Stop eating my sesame seed cake. There we go. Got to see my baby niece today and her baptism. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, well, there's the height map tool. Oh, and you guys want to see something cool. Now, there's not much on it right now, but also throughout the playthrough, I can do one of these things and we can actually take a look at our build as we go. So we have we have our map. We have this map for you guys of the area that we're starting with. And then if we really want to be fancy and see our map, except the map is upside down. Rotate map, 180 degrees. There we go. So we've got our map now right here that we can actually we can do a little more with our map right here, and we can go between here and we can go between, where's my window? There it is. Here, and kind of see how close we're getting or not. Was that church packed today, Ragin? Was that church absolutely bonkers with Mother's Day? And I don't know why my game is doing this, though. I haven't figured this out. Why we're getting these, like, pauses. It's like they pause at night. Are you missing something? Under construction, you're unhappy. Did it in the hospitals. Okay. So you don't have to deal with, like, the wildness that is the churches on Sunday, on Mother's Day. All right, so we're going to go here. And right here, then, what we're going to do is we are going to put in... We have not put in a clinic yet. We're going to put in a small medical clinic because it's the first thing they normally give us. See, I do try to maintain that as best I can. I really like mass transit. It probably is a mod that's saying, hey, you can't do this during nighttime hours, which is something we'll have to fix. All right, so we're going to put this elementary right there. I wonder if, let's see. All right, so you have no trash either. I think for trash, I want to do... How much are you? You're $37.50. You're $5 grand. I'm gonna pay for this later, and I know it. I'm gonna pay for that later, and I know it. But that's gonna give me extra power too. See, they like stop. And if we did that, see, they just immediately go. I don't know. They eventually grow. All right, so we're gonna take you out now. I'm gonna put you back in. Okay. See, it's like it stops. It's 5:20 in the morning. Let's see. I would probably say mass transit is my favorite. I also really liked the college, like the collegiate DLCs. See, we're hemorrhaging money right now, 3,600. All right, so we're gonna take a look. We're gonna see. Okay, we're making way too much electricity, way too much water. Garbage processing is a little high. Oh, my week sucked because she was born last week. Had some health problems. She had a swollen brain, doctor said. I'm sorry, Ragin. I am honestly sorry, bud. And hopefully, you know, she is a fighter, and when they take her off life support, she makes it. And I'm sorry otherwise. I cannot imagine what you're going through. I cannot imagine that. But we will send all of the good energy and the thoughts and prayers we can your way. For sure. Okay, so there we go. Hit 6 a.m. and construction started, yeah. Mass Transit did add some great things. Park Life. You're going to have to help me, Wolf, when we get into the idea of Park Life, because I have this whole section up here that I actually want to use the Park Life DLC in the Louisiana, in the New Orleans, what do they call it? New Orleans, not National Park. It's not a national park. It's called the New Orleans City Park. I want to use that in there when we get there. So, but you're going to have to help me with that because I have no clue how to do any of the park shit. All right, so are we going to make any money? Are we going to lose money? What's the deal? How are we on water? We're still good. There was icicles in my meatloaf. In my meatloaf. All right, so then we're going to put in a little more here. Maybe we won't hemorrhage money. Maybe if we're freaking lucky, we won't hemorrhage money. All right, let's do another check on... What a weird fucking song. Icicles in your meatloaf. What in the fuck? All right, so we're still making way too much electricity. Water is still making way too much. We can cut that way back. That's probably going to bite me in the ass later. All right, so... Oh, no, that's not good. Okay, so we got electricity. Garbage processing, we're going to turn down. That's fine. I hate the hints. Let's see. Fire hazard. That's fine. Crime rate is 1%. Hashtag defund the police time. Okay, we're down to losing 1,700. Education. Eligible 39. We can cut you way back. Defund the teachers as well. Fire, we're okay. Water, let's crank that all the way down. Right, so down to 1,500 loss, 1,400 loss. The idea, though, is we're going to be doing a lot of the different... I don't have anything there. That's fine. Get rid of you. I don't even want to look at noise pollution right now. Population, 410. Jobs available, unemployed, 14%. This is really a game of logistics, and that's what people don't understand. This entire game is about reading graphs and charts. All right, so we can probably bring down our road budget too. Probably drop that. That's about as much as I'm willing to cut right now. My grandpa decided I was going to make everyone made lasagna, and my aunt's husband went. It wasn't good. My grandma said, wait. Also, I went to eat dinner with my grandparents. My grandpa decided he was going to make everything and made lasagna. My aunt's husband, who was from New Jersey, had a bit of Italian in him, went. It wasn't good. And my grandma said, do you want a second plate? And he said, yes, please. That's typically the nice thing to do. Like, there are plenty of times I have eaten at a family member's house and the food may not be necessarily good, but you know what? You smile, you say thank you, and you have another plate. Why? Because it's the kind thing to do. Especially, you know, with family stuff going on. I'll tell you, my aunt and uncle, the Italian side of my family actually makes god-awful antipasto salad. And I've eaten more plates of antipasto salad on holidays than I would care to admit. But it's what you do because it's family. Especially in a hard time. Especially during a hard time. Oh, well, that's a good thing then. That's good. That's a good thing then. That's the way it should be. Like, I've legitimately had meals where I've had to turn around and buy a pizza instead. Like, you poke at the plate, you eat as little as you can, you say thank you, and then you leave and you go buy a pizza on the way home. Been there, done that. All right, so you know what we're going to do? We are going to make people mad a little bit. Go a little early. Trying to leave sections for commercial. You might not like living across the street from a high rise, but that's kind of tough titty. That is kind of tough titty. All right, we're down to only losing $900 per hour or quarter or whatever the hell it is. I don't even know how we measure it here. Now, this is one of the nice things about the realistic. Okay. Let's see, taxation. Wait, why did taxation drop? Oh. 11, 11, 11. You're going to go up to 11. All right, so there we go. There we go. So that'll work. City park and amusement park. Yeah, there's the amusement park. There is it's a musician that's tied to the amusement park. There's an entrance. There's also the Audubon Zoo, which would use the zoo park area. I don't know if I have zoo stuff. I don't know how much zoo stuff I have. Like I said, I haven't really played with Park Life. In my opinion, Park Life fucked shit up when it came to, like, fire. And the fire watch and everything. Morning, Nosebleed. How are you today, sir? All right, so we're down to only losing 340, whatever the time frame is. I don't even know. So now you're looking for more. Okay, you should be ag. You are ag, cool. Cool, you are agricultural. Now we're in the positive. Okay, not by much. Burn the whole day asleep. Zoo is part of Park Life? Okay. Uh-oh, we got dead. We're going to use this section of the road then, and we're going to do... we're going to start with the... we're going to start with the ashes. Alright, so there we go. So now we have a hearse that will go out and actually get dead bodies and process them. We're not currently offering a cemetery solution. We're going to have to. Okay, so we're seeing green. Green is good. What do you need to upgrade? Okay, we're still losing a little bit of money. That's okay. Now, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do the quays and the dams and everything. I'm not sure. Probably do... probably use the city quay walls. Let's see what they look like. Oh, yeah, that's actually perfect. That's perfect, because what we'll do is we'll butt industrial right up against that, like the waterfront is. Just like the waterfront is. Now, I don't think I can reload a map. I don't have the option to reload anymore with all the mods I run. I was going to say, let's save it and flood it and see what happens. I was going to do like a no quay wall with quay wall. All right, so we're making money now. Now we're making $550 every tick. We got 700 and something people, and we want some more commercial, which is exactly why I left this corner and that corner. We're going to put some high pop there. Here we'll put the high school. I think the high school right there will be a good choice. The other thing I don't fully understand, Wolf, that I've wanted to play with a ton is the supply chain businesses. And I've played with them a teeny tiny bit when they first came out, but I don't understand them well enough to like speak on them. Look at the happy cows running around. Happy cows make happy cheese. But, you know, and don't spoil this for anybody who hasn't seen it. And I'm only on season 2, so please don't spoil it for me. Now I see cows and I think of the graphic novel / the show from AMC, Preacher. And now I can't look at cows in the same light ever again. Jeez. All right, so we got a marketplace going in. Yay, we don't have a food desert. Clap for no food desert. All right, so we're now making $1,000 an hour. Let's add into the mix high school. No food desert. All right, so we're going to put you right here. We're going to separate the high school kids from the elementary school kids a little bit. That should also help to raise property value. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Nice blue right there. It's a nice little rich section of town right there. That would be it, Wolf. And I'm hoping you guys can help me as I learn it. Because, you know, stream is not only... It's not only about, like, entertainment. It's also about, like, learning these things. All right, let's turn you up to... Let's turn you up to 90. Let's see if 90 does it. Ooh, no. We're gonna go back to 100. There we go. Cool. Ragin, it's a DLC that comes with the game, or not comes with the game, but when you buy it, it adds. See if I can find it to show you. It adds actual production chains of, like, you build the extractor buildings, the processing buildings, the factories, the storage, and then you can sell things off in commercial zones. So, and they each have their own farming, forestry, ore, and oil. And then you can actually build in there, like, different buildings you want, like, to process different things, store them in warehouses, and then either import them directly into your town to use or export them out and sell them and make money. There's also the new stock market stuff, which I haven't even touched. That's what I was going to do when the game, like, imploded on itself. All right, so we got happy people. We've got a battery. You want more commercial. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you... it's too big of a block. So we're going to go do smaller ones. Put in a little high rise there, because those people, I'm sure, will love to live right off the track. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what to do about the airport. That's okay. Like I said, we're going to try to do justice to New Orleans. We're going to try to do it right. Like, especially with the battery starting here. Like, this is going to be great as little downtown blocks and stuff. And eventually we'll have to rip this out and, you know, square up the blocks and put it in, like, in actual, like, symmetrical blocks and do the high rises and such. But right now, we're just kind of having fun before we really get into the nitty gritty of having to where did all the demand go? Where in the living did the demand go? Like, there was literally just demand and then it just poofed. It just poofed off. Okay. Fine. Fine. You're not going to like the railroad tracks there, but that's fine. Yeah, isn't the amusement park have a Louis Armstrong entrance to it, if I remember correctly? There's like this big light arch, and it's something about Louis Armstrong. All right, so what we're going to do over here is we're going to bribe these people into behaving. Okay, let's see. Let's see our regions. Okay, Algiers policies. Okay, so we're going to set smoke detector. We're going to set education boost. And my personal favorite that makes things go ding, ding, ding. We're going to set him. So we're going to say high-tech housing, smoke detector, and education boost. Now, watch everything start to pop up. There we go. We're getting green arrows now. And our dollar value. Oh, now we're getting like beyond the blue. We're getting that like teal. He was a very popular icon of the city. Must have been a Karen that the Nagbers got rid of. No, but like people had desire. Like they had things they wanted. I wish there was a form of industrial in this game that wasn't quite so dirty, that you could plop down, you know, industrial, but not have it like, you got to pick one of the clean ones. Tulane and Loyola, yeah. We need to get us some beignets, boys and girls. We need some beignets. That's what we need. All right, so let's grab our eyedropper. And all right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pop out here. Okay, so you're currently not working. This is where I wish I had my You know what? I need to put a note. Underground power junctions. All right. All right, so there we go. There's you. Happy you. Happy, happy, joy. Joy. All right, you want more industrial? We'll give you more industrial. And this is all clean industrial. This is all ag. Even though ag would not actually be here in the city. Ag would be out there. Or, let's see. Yeah, ag would either be out this way, ag would be here, or ag would be on the other side of the lake. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. And I've done work to try to make this prettier, but none of these buildings look any prettier to me, chat. They still look like the same... I don't want to call them shitty, but the same blah City Skylines buildings. I don't think it looks super pretty or anything. I don't think it's there yet. Yeah, I still got more work to do on it, like on the fidelity side of things. But that's okay. That's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day. Need more bounce. Do we need more bounce castles? You guys and these fucking bounce castles. Oh, I think the people down here need a bounce castle. A bounce castle. Chat, what do you think? I think eminent domain is important for a bounce castle. Type 1 in chat if you agree. Or, ooh.
Drink water.
So
you
you're
hydrated,
here.
bitch.
I will drink some water. Maybe here. Always bounce castles? Okay, fine. Another bounce castle. They're $5,000.
Let me smash.
And every 10 minutes they cost me $60. But they actually do good for... They do good for city value. You may smash. You shall not smash! Oh my god. Just thought of a great idea. Never mind. All right, so now let's look into... we're making money. Let's look into what would be... basic transpo. Yeah, look at that lovely teal color right there. We're going to have to stuff an airport in somewhere and just make it work. All right, a bus depot. I don't think we need a bus yet. I don't think we need a bus yet. Metro, tram. Dun-dun, dun-dun. There's an airport on the shore. Let's see. There's an airport on the shore. Yeah, Louis Armstrong, but we are the boundary of our map goes right here to Lake Pontchartrain. So if we go and look at it, that's Lake Pontchartrain Highway right there. And that's like it. That's our area. So unless there's one up here, unless there's one up there that I don't know about. Ah, Lakefront Airport. There it is right there. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so there's an airport up here. Cool. Got it. Yep, so we... Oh, you're... You know what's funny? That would be it right here. It would be up here off this edge of the map. It would. So they took our airports away. So we're gonna have to find somewhere to sandwich an airport, but that's okay. So we're gonna start with this little section and just keep building out. That's really the game plan right now, is just to keep building out what'll eventually be downtown blocks. Okay. I kind of like these, like, little ass piddly roads. These little one-way, like... That's fine, we'll break that. So close, yeah. We're gonna have to smash a... This is laid out way better. Yeah, right, if we were gonna build like real life NOLA, it would just be like grids. It would just be like block by block grids. Alright, so we're gonna put in some high housing. Hi-ho housing and away. Thank you, Apple Watch. I don't care that you were trying to listen. Alright, so that's that. I would like to incorporate some kind of train, maybe? These are a lot of windows in my way. Maybe that's the first move. Maybe that'll get more people into our... I hate this scroll bar. Okay, an elevated station. Nope. Not an elevated bypass. Elevated dual island. Elevated single island station. What? Where are you set out? Do you want to be across a road this way? Okay, I don't like that. I kind of like the elevated station. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to break this rail here. I love when the sound clips like that. It's been like that since day one for me. We're going to do something like that. All right, y'all are happy you're getting a rail station. You say that right now. Okay. You're going to null. And you're going to null exception me there. Actually, don't like you. Niet, comrade. Okay. Okay, and we're going to go... elevate if possible. There we go. That's better. It's a very strange looking train station. We might, that might be a good idea, is to turn the, turn a park into an airport. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, though. All right, so you got a rail station. And then down here, what I want to do... let's grab a rail. Switch you to... Okay, so you're gonna go that way. You can go... Boom, boom. trying to remember rail logic, and I hate rail logic. I hate rail logic. You go that way. We're gonna go. Maybe for now, something like this. And we're gonna go something like that one way. An unreliable system. Get out of here with that shit. Yep. Sure. Why the hell not? I'm very excited for 2. I want to see what they do with it. And I think part of the reason I loved 1 so much was the unbelievable amount of creative freedom they gave us. And I hope that they're going to leave the modding API and everything just as open in 2. Are we getting anybody in here? Allow intercity trains. Is that a train? That is a train over there. And I have no clue when the last DLC is going to drop.
Train won't stop!
That's right, it won't. Alright, so we're going to go here. Okay, that's bad. Give me a second before y'all decide to bitch and move out. Why did our consumption go up so much? I love driving down the highway and seeing these, like going through Indiana. I absolutely love it. Hooray, fog window. Alright, so power's good again. Yep, we're good again. 308. I don't want to mess with that anymore. And you know what? I'm about to do something. I hate myself, but I know it's the right choice right now. Live with it. Live with it. Live with it. Lost was here. Lost was the first one in here tonight. He's probably lurking around somewhere. That's okay. All right. I want a certain amount of dirty pollution. I need a certain amount of dirty. I'm sorry, cows. You cows get to stay because you're right on the line. You are right on the line. You get to stay. You get to live. You might get sick from the factories. But that's a... Oh, we got a train coming in. Oh, we got a train coming in. 0 passengers.
I'm the conductor of the poop train!
Oh yeah, he's gotten a ton with his wild ass. Okay, so this is bringing people in. And you know, nothing says welcome to our city. And I'm taking a page out of Detroit's book here. Nothing says welcome to the city like industrial right outside of the train station. It's the way to do it. That's always the way to do it. Bye-bye. All right, so we got sick people in this building. No, not there. Where the hell's the sick person? They're not sick anymore. They're either dead or they're... Are they, I don't know, better? All right, so we're getting industrial built up. I love Detroit, Wolf. It's the reason I wear a Detroit hat. But I think Detroit being a shithole is not an untrue statement. And I think Detroit being a shithole is part of what makes the people so incredible. And I think that's what makes Detroit so awesome. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, the people not quitting no matter what. Okay, let's take some of this up. How are we on water? Still good on water. Are we on electricity? We're not there on electricity. Fire hazard, we're good. It's part of the charm. I don't know. There's something about falafel in Greektown or now Hamtramck. There's something about, you know, Belle Isle. There's something about watching the Red Bull races. I don't know. We're running out of power again. Or is it water we're running out of? No, it's power. Ran out of power. Okay, you're going to make 20 megawatts right there? 1.21 gigawatts. All right, we're going to use you and see if that gives us what we need. Okay. That's cool. Resilience in the face of adversity. That's exactly it. No. Detroit has charm. I'm going to stick up for Nosebleed on this one. I'm going to agree with Nosebleed. There's something to be said about all those asbestos-ridden buildings that they refuse to knock down. I was actually having a conversation with one of the people that worked at Costco today about Detroit. Because he was wearing a Detroit hat, too. He has some really cool ones he was showing me. All right, so getting sick is a little... Yeah, they're sick, and I understand it. I'm here for it. I know, and you're not happy about the noise pollution. Jesus Christ. 83%. You know what? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. All right, so let's balance this out with some nice, like, gentrified, some nice ass, like, neighborhoods. Okay. And let's do grass lined one way, grass lined one way, and grass lined third way. Now, we are slowly working back towards this fucking hot mess express that I'm going to have to deal with. I'm going to have to deal with this, and I know it. I hate this exchange. I know why the exchange works, and I hate it. And if you notice what else we haven't put in the city, I haven't put any circles yet. I have not put any circles because while I love circles and I think circles are great, the problem is real human nature. People can't drive circles. They're fucking morons. Well, here's the funny part. Hang on. Hang on. It's nothing like this on the real map, and this is why I'm saying I understand why they did it. But it looks nothing like that on the real map. It looks nothing like that on the real map. They have this underway road that goes underneath the highway. And they did this weird ass thing. There's not even a connection really there. The connection exists. You want to talk about a shit show? The connection exists here. This is the exchange, and I don't want to deal with it right now. We will, though. We will eventually deal with it. Wolf, I agree with you. And I don't think that's just Detroit, though. Like, you guys want to hear a fun story about my town? And I don't care if you guys look it up or know where I am. I don't give a shit. We had... I don't have OCD that gives... Just wait, it'll get worse. We had a city councilman who got really, really hurt. He was on drugs, yada, yada, yada. And he could no longer perform his duties. The mayor of this wonderful fucking town, there was a vote one night to like have somebody step in as a council person for the rest of the term because we're beyond the midterm point of reelecting somebody. So our mayor, in his infinite wisdom, gave an interview to the local paper and said that God told him not to go to the council and vote and just stay home that night. And I saw a really interesting bumper sticker the other day, and this is not one party or the other party, so please don't think I'm getting into politics. Everybody sucks. And I told Libby about this because we were bringing home the car, and I saw this bumper sticker in traffic, and it really resonated inside of me. And I've seen plenty of fuck Bidens and fuck Trumps and fuck this and fuck that and fuck everything. But the bumper sticker said, "This was the government our forefathers warned us about." And to your comment about dealing with corrupt bureaucratic BS systems, it's exactly true. It is 100% true, and I couldn't agree more. And Detroit, I think the thing about Detroit is they just leave it on display a little bit more for everybody else than a lot of other cities. All right, so we got to wait for morning. Oh, no, they're building now. Now they're building. Sandwich, explain to me why. Explain to me why now they're building in the middle of the night. But like I said, I don't want to get into politics, but the bumper sticker that said, "This is the government our forefathers warned us about," really rang true to me. So there we go. So now we're getting a nice little city. Oh, look. So, and as far as your OCD, it's going to get worse, bud. It's going to get worse. If I look at the other map, can I reconcile? I can reconcile the underneath. I don't fucking know. Yeah, me neither. I just figured I would, since you were the one that kind of pointed out that they started at 6 a.m. So I'm looking at the map right now, and I'm thinking there might be a way to reconcile the Crescent City connection, which is I-90, with this. I'm thinking the easiest way to reconcile is just to bring this through and then loop up, loop down, leave you, get rid of you, move you to here, and have you loop up. We might just turn this into a normal intersection. We're gonna let it hang out though right now. I want to have it. I'm changing the playlist. This is getting a little weird. I love my Cajun music as much as the next guy, probably more than most people. But let's get into some of this. There we go. All right. Everything in me wants to just redo this, and I can't bring myself to do it. Because there's actually a circle underneath here. There's a circle underneath here that runs the Mardi Gras Boulevard all the way back into Fisher District. Runs into Berman and it runs into Fisher Development District. All right. Fuck it. Moment of courage. Moment of courage. Pray for me, chat. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna put a small roundabout. The girl from Ipanema. All right, we're gonna go here, and then I'm going to delete out you. Calls upon the bobbing nuns of no, anything but that. All right, so we're gonna go you to here, And our thing got wobbly, but that's okay. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. We'll get unwobbly. All right, I'm gonna have to redo that one, but that's okay. This is why you run certain mods to fix this. Can I not make a circle? I was like, brain, can we not? All right, so there's that. Here's the underpants. Here's the underpants of it. There's the underpants of it all. So you're no longer on the road. You're now in good spot. Now, in real life, there's no access point here. The access point is like here, by where I'm put all my things. But for the sake of the map and not losing our flipping minds, we're gonna just do it this way. Alright, so we're gonna do something like that's a little far back, don't you think, chat? Go up to here. Nope, not what I wanted. God damn it. Sometimes I love mods and sometimes I hate them. Okay, you. I am a Tigers fan. I'm more a fan of Detroit, of the city. I spent a lot of time there. But, yes. I really don't have a favorite, like, pro team. So in all honesty, I kind of support the Lions and the Tigers because everybody hates them. And I root for an underdog. You live in Birmingham? Nice. So then are you a Tigers and a Lion fan as well? And welcome on in. How are you tonight, Space Clown? I love that name. Space Clown! It kind of reminds me of when we do Barotrauma, like the underwater clowns. Clown cult. And thank you for that follow, Space. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go up to 12. Something like, yuck. Oh, no, no. All right, let's go start from... This is the weirdest version of a Beatles song that we're not going to listen to. Not what I want. You know what? We're going to do this the cheaty way, and then we're going to dial it back. Why are you misbehaving? Come on. Why are you misbehaving? You are really, really drunk tonight. You're really drunk tonight. And thank you for that. Even many a Tigers and Lions fan love-hate relationship. Yeah, I know. Every Thanksgiving. We love to believe they're going to win. It's like Lucy with the football. It's the best way I can explain being a Lions fan. I'm going to try to do this. Hey, are you going to go now? Are you going to work? Going to work there? Kind of. We'll make it work. Oh, you are wildly drunk tonight. You are wild. Go home, City Skylines. You're drunk. Fuck. That may not work. Alright, so let's grab you again. I'm gonna try this a little further. If this was mass, that rotary would be a perfect place for the dunks. For dunks. No. Alright, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. This... I'm in danger. Take me home. This is bad. You know what? I am gonna go backwards. Why? You want to explain? I think the highways had one too many hurricanes. And I don't mean the natural weather. Maybe that's why this guy did this. Whoever made this map. It's got to be a conflict. That's fine. Yeah. Let's see. It has something to do with anarchy. I know that. Let's do it this way. Why are you trying to bridge? I don't like that at all. I mean, it works, but I don't like it. That I don't mind. That is not terrible, and I can live with that. I can even come in here and get rid of you and you and do... Say, why are you fucking drunk tonight? I can even do this. Except for the fact that it did the earth again. I can live with that. That's not... I just looked at it from this angle for the first time. I think that was the problem, is the elevation shift of that bridge, which we didn't put in. Now, fun fact chat, we get to do it all over again. So we're just going to let the game decide. So we're going to go like here. Excuse you. Excuse you, you drunk little bastard. At last. My highways are backwards on one side. Oh, yeah. That I know. That I know. Let's correct that real quick, though. Wee. Nope. There we go. You're good. All right, let's do some cleanup. It's better case. I will use the word better. Very begrudgingly. I mean, they look like high-speed off-ramps. They're fucking high-speed off-ramps. That's what they are. They're... This truck's like, what do I do, boss? All right, so let's try... Ah, fart. I really wish there was an undo button. I really wish there was an undo button. I hope you guys are clipping this because these roads are all just drunk. Every iteration. I assume I am going to pay for this with clips over the next... Oh, and this is the joy of anarchy. Seems good, boss? Yeah. Oh, did we just... Yeah? Okay, I'll take that. While that's a little... It's a little far up. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also a little rusty, and it's been a while. At least I'm not making my people eat poop. There isn't an undo button. No. Nope. Eridani, there is no undo button. You just have to go back and destroy your abominations and try again.
I'm in danger.
Oh, absolutely, Wolf. People are just adding code on top of code on top of code. Summertime. And the liver is greasy. Yeah, so let's do a little work on the road. Now we got that shit show fucked up. Do. All right, so you are going to go here only. And you... No, not what I want. Oh, these are going to be nasty nodes. I see that already. I'm going to have to do some cleanup on these eventually. That's fine. Okay, you're the good. And you might be a backwards road too. Because that sign, I don't know if that sign should. No, you're good. All right. Okay. The liver is easy. All right, so people are getting on. Let's see how bad of a highway ramp this is. It's rough, not gonna lie. And your mama's good looking. Now we're heading into like Massachusetts territory. I'm going to leave well enough alone. I'm sure we're going to come back and visit these at some point, but that's okay. Okay. Donnie, unless there's a undo button that I don't know about, I'm pretty sure there's not an undo button. There might be a mod that adds an undo, but I don't know of it. Hey, look, they stopped working too. I? No, I opens the panel. T is my eyedropper. How do I make my blocks? What do you mean, how do I make my blocks? I can show you real quick. Like, I use the indicated queue lines that the game gives me. So like if I'm going to go out 10 blocks, I'm going to, here, I go out 10 at a 90-degree angle and it would snap right there. And that would be precisely halfway, as you see, right there. That fills in the rest of that center block right there. So that gives me the lock-in, and I would go to here, and that would be my lineup with the next block. And then, boom. There you go. How big are those? So here, let me show you something. When you do this, every one of these lines here are 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, yeah, and so on and so forth. So I tend to make them whatever I'm feeling at the time. Like this is 40. This is a 40 by 10 block. Michigan left for the win. I love Michigan lefts. I fucking love Michigan lefts. So as long as you work, Mitch, in a octet of 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, and you make your cross section no more than 10. And sometimes when you build curves and stuff, you're gonna have to play with it. But my octets, as long as they're 10 across and octet of 10 in this direction, they should always work out as a congruent city block. And that's what you have here. Like sometimes, like I have smaller ones. I think these will be, what? That's going to be 30, I think. I think that's a 30 size block. Yep, 30 size block. And then this would be a 50 size block. Yeah, 50 size block. So as long as you work in an octet of 10 in one direction, meaning, like I said, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 10 this way, you can always fill them in. That's how I build my blocks. Yeah, the game doesn't like Michigan lefts. We've done Michigan lefts in this game just to see how well it would handle the Michigan left versus, we've done diverging diamonds, we've done Michigan lefts, we've done, of course, the circles. We've done the no right-hand turn in Jersey style, with various success, but the game really hated Michigan lefts. Mr. Papa Bear, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Nope, you do not need a specific number. That's part of the creativity of this game, and you don't even have to make straight line roads. Like you could make, hell, Spaghetti Junction, right? So let's do this just to show what I would do for something like this. Now, if I was going to build a road along, let's say I'm going to build a road and a quay somewhere along this riverfront. I'm going to go with a 6-lane road out here, just for giggles. So as you see right here, the inner circle is where the road is. The outer circle is where your zone is going to be. So the idea is that I would then build in the curved road. So I would go something like this, would line it up to what I want, and then it has a slight curve, and I'm not even going to follow what they're telling me to do. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to pull it back till I get the curve that I want around this corner, which may not be... There we go. And now I can follow that curve of that road up the island. It just takes time. Yep, I put industrial right. No, I have a small barrier between. And then you can slowly curve a road this way. So as you can see, this is not a straight road by any stretch of the imagination. Mitch, thank you for the follow. Not a straight road by any stretch of the imagination, and my trees are acting up. But when I click into my stuff, as you can see, the border of what would be, you know, whatever zoning is along the river, all basically follows the trim of the river. And yes, I have, as you see, I mean, there is a little bit right next to residential. I have a little bit of a buffer here, and then I have a high school here as a buffer, but I intentionally did that for now. I've intentionally dropped this area because what's going to happen too is the area next to it, once we get past the noise pollution, so like right here should be extremely wealthy. Bingo, right there. Right there, and that little area is going to be extremely wealthy with what we have. But thank you guys for the follows. And if there's any questions, I am not a road scholar of this game by any stretch. I'm just a guy who enjoys it and has played it since it came out. So if you got a way that maybe I'm not thinking about or I'm not doing, feel free to, you know, let's have a conversation. That's what the beauty of stream is that we can talk about these things. We can make changes, and you guys get to watch me make gnarly ass on ramps sometimes, but it's fun. Is that a highway or a freeway? It's actually, what would I call this? I don't know if I would call it either. It's called I-90. It is the Crescent City connection. So if I show you guys what our map is based on. So let's take a look here. Let's go something like this. Just put this on screen here. All right, so that there, and then let's go to desktop. And this is, we're basing this loosely with artistic representation on New Orleans. And that's this bridge right here. That's this right here. Welcome on in, Jammin' Spanky. How you doing? That's a freeway. Then you have off ramps off. It's actually an expressway. It's part of the Pontchartrain Expressway, but it's really called the Crescent City Connection. It's not even. It's I-90, so it's an interstate. Doing well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, because if you look at, they kind of built these streets kind of drunk, but that was the beauty of NOLA was they had, okay, so there's a Plark right there. Oh, what city are you working on? Are you basing it on anything, or are you just doing your own thing? Jammin', thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Officially. So right now we're just trying to build a battery. That's it. And you know what? Just because I want to feel a little bit reckless with my city, I'm feeling reckless. Let's go down on that midpoint. And let's bish bosh. There we go. So we're going to subdivide those sections. There we go. Doing your own? I did not build the highway. The highway came on the map. There is a New Orleans map that we're using, but this was, we changed their overpass, or their off-ramps. What is your concern, Jammin'? What are you doing now? I'm building your fucking city. Yeah, so Mitch, all of this infrastructure was all built previously. I didn't build any of these. This was all given to me by the map creator. Pontchartrain? Don't tell me it's not pronounced Pontchartrain. I don't want to hear it out of you. But we're currently working on the Algiers point and starting our battery of the city. How are you doing? Can I get a caster command, please, for Matoro? West Bank. Isn't West Bank on the other side? Query coming in. We're 12 months. Happy random day in May. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you for the love, dude. Thank you, thank you. What is the thing with the A, B, C, D, and E, and F? Toggle it. And what it allows me to do is set up different profiles for seeing things such as elevation or turning on and off different things that I am currently using or not using, such as like road names. There's one of them that's road names. C is road names. And you can go in here and say what each one of them key maps and each one of them does. And you can have different like profiles. What am I using for power? Currently, I'm using a trash incinerator that's giving us 2 megawatts right now. And then I have 1 advanced wind turbine and 5 traditional turbines. Now, the West Bank is everything across the river from downtown. See, because what we're doing right now, Matoro, I'll show you, is we are actually, I have taken this from a little bit of memory, not a ton, but also from Google, and using what Google says as far as like the districts go and everything. So that's what we're using right now. And our map is pretty much like, I can't even show a square of it. Our map goes just outside of the Lank Pontchartrain Causeway down to about here, down to Bridge City. I'll just show you guys the map. So this is what we have. So we have just a little bit south of Bridge City. 81. Yep, using all 81. And right now we're just, like I said, building a battery, and we're kind of picking on this side of downtown to to do. Can playing city skylines, designing your city, can you fry your PC? Fry. Your mileage may vary to this advice. Fry is highly unlikely unless you have a compromised cooler or cooling solution. But can you turn your computer into a PC slideshow until you restart it? Tip, sometimes. Already, you know, that's the same thing that Fox said. That's the same thing that that Fox said. How you been though, Matoro? How's life treating you, buddy? Guys, Matoro is another amazing caster. Plays a lot of logistical games. Actually, I saw today, because we're friends on Steam, that they were playing this recently. They recently played like 3.5 hours of it, so I assume they did a stream of it. So that being said, go give Matoro some love. He does some really awesome builds and does logistical games. He also does space, like Kerbal, and I can't even spell Apoapsis, so go follow Matoro. You mostly play No Man's Sky? I haven't done a ton of No Man's Sky. Okay, so this is a really gnarly intersection. And I'm not happy about it. PC crashing issues? Ooh, hopefully. Apoapsis, yes. I'm more being sarcastic that I can't smell Apoapsis.
I'm in danger.
I can't, I mean, I'm just, Kerbal scares the shit out of me, I'll be honest, Chad. Fair, that's a great way to stress test it. You have a high computer? Okay. Then you should be okay and not worry about bricking your computer. And most computers these days have what's called automatic thermal throttling built into the CPUs and the GPUs that won't let them die. In other words. All right, so we're not making money, but here's the point. I think I want to start transitioning to some high density residential, because we're going to start turning this into a downtown. And once again, we're going to go to that 30 mark, Mitch, and I'm going to bring that 30 mark. Make sure I'm at 90 degrees. That's a little off, but that's okay. But see how that's 30 right off the bat? Boom. All right, we're going to do some one lane with parking. In other words, I'm actually going to put it this way for a second, and then I'm going to upgrade it the other way. So it goes the other way. I just wanted to get the lining up with that street perfectly. Started playing this again because I put in really nice NVMe drive. I run this off of my NVMe. I would say it's almost like mandatory. And I still get the audio like ching stutters every so often too, so. Especially when you start piling on mods. I'm gonna throw you there. Throw a little commercial around it. Now, I'm also playing with the realistic population mods. So this building holds like 12. Let me pick on a big building. You hold 73 households, but on the flip side, Papa, I agree that the stutter has its own charm. It's one of those things that, like, playing this game for years and years and years, I've never had a computer, and I've had 3 different iterations through this game, like being a caster, and my computer's no slouch. It's a 14 core, you know, 9940X, which is a monster, as well as a 3080 Ti, which is no slouch either. But I can't get rid of the ching when I like do certain things. Okay, so while this guy holds 73 households, these guys now, instead of holding like 12 families, holds 1. So the realistic balance between, with population, with actually having like single family households versus having high rises or having high density is really important. Holy shit, we need another school. We need another school. And I don't play a lot with the music because of stream and such. I usually throw my own mix on. Okay. So we're going to throw an elementary school there. We have a high school over there. More than enough eligible. What are you watering? All right, so let's see if we can't pop you back into... Okay. There we go. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Come here to bug you because I'm going to be in your neck of the woods this weekend. I might be around this weekend. I'm trying to think. See, because today's Mother's Day and Tuesday is Honey Badger's birthday. And I should be around this weekend, though. I should be around this. I don't know what your plans are. Libby's currently MIA. But I'm around. My computer is way overpowered, just not for cities. With mods, you need a NASA. You know, here's the thing, Papa. This game came out when we were still running like Intel, like 5th gen, like i7s. And like 1080 was good back then. And it doesn't matter how much hardware you throw at this. Doesn't matter how much hardware you throw at this game is going to chew it up. You have 32 gigs of RAM? The game's going to use 33.1 of it already. I mean, this game just chews it. It's just a fact of the way things are. Yeah, that works. Or just text me. You should, I believe you still have my number. Just text me. And as far as mods go, if you guys are interested, I can throw together a list of my mods, but I'm currently running 82 entries. I'm currently running 82 mods plus all of the stuff. So let's get back into the game. You should have my number. It hasn't changed, I'll tell you that, Matt. Yeah, I know Unity can't do multi-threading. All right, so we're going to throw a little strip of... That's really, really kind of tiny, though. That's what she said, Lanthios. So we're going to throw you in there. We're going to throw a little more industrial in here. There we go. Last time you texted me was 2018. Speaking of TwitchCon, are you going this year? Because guess what? Guess what, Matt? I'm going to be at TwitchCon this year. I'm going to be there. Mitch, I will do that. In Vegas, dude, I'm going to watch all of the people make terrible decisions. That's part of the reason I'm going, is to watch people make terrible decisions. Like, that's going to be insanely fun. Sorry, I'm a cynic. What are these houses? The Brooks residence. All right, so... I know this is going to be backwards, but we're going to do it anyway. It should be high density to the middle and then suburbia out to the end. So Wolf, because that's something I was wondering in the newer Unity. I don't know. Unity still isn't great at handling multi-threading. So it doesn't really matter what version of Unity they're building. Wait, it's not is it being built on Unity? I thought they hadn't announced what engine they're going with yet. I thought they hadn't said yet what engine it was, but... Oh, they did confirm it's Unity? Okay. All right. Why are you being mental? There we go. All right, you have no water. We're going to fix that. Hey, Matt, as you and Fox, actually, as our resident NOLA people, is it insensitive if we finish the city and then for charity allow people to use crowd control for charity mode to throw things at the city? Is it too soon? Burn that bitch down? Okay. We'll fuck it up. Destroy it. Wow. Why are we having water issues? Because we are. Because we're having water issues. City of Nola needs more water. Alright, so we got more water coming in. Oh, no, 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 Lan. You just pulled a Skessy. You just pulled a Skessy. Don't be a moron. Not that Skessy is a moron, but you just pulled a really moronic move. There was a point Skessy was building in this game. She didn't realize that she had built her pump right next to her outlet. Ah, fuck. Save the stadium, though. We're gonna have to take some, like, creative liberties with the town. Callie! 18 months with the Callie. I did not call Skessy a moron. She pulled a moron move, but she's not stupid by any stretch. Please don't ever think I say that. Guys, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be in the sewage pit for saying that. You guys are all going to go tell Skessy. I'm doing okay. How have you been, Callie? What you been playing? What's been new with you? Let's see. Oh, wrong thing. And just for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to tie that there. Boom, bay. And I will tell Skessy what I said. I don't even know if she's here. I'm sure like 4 clips and 6 DMs just went out. I need the image of the hot dog, the bag of hot dogs being thrown at the woman. I have no bones. I know what my significant other's DMs look like. Poor lady. I know what she's got to put up with. I know what you ladies got to put up with here in DMs. It's awful. And clipped. That's fine. SSDD, really? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you do anything for Mama today? All right, so everybody's... Ooh, let's take a look and see what kind of resources we can do here in Nola. We have Earl. I might make... How big is Whitney? I don't like Whitney that big, but that's okay. Let's see. La-di-da-di-da. My girl likes the ska. Let's turn this off. Turn you back on. Maybe we'll put a farming district down. Maybe. Show me Fisher. Fisher will be a farming district. I did. Went over and had dinner and just chilled out. Neither of us are big going out people, so did a stay in. There's nothing wrong with that. Callie, my mom wanted to go to Costco today and get a hot dog. So I got her a hot dog and a piece of pizza, and we did a Costco shopping trip. And that's what she wanted for Mother's Day. So that's what we did. So no shame in anyone's game of what you're doing for Mother's Day. As long as you do something, there's no shame in it. All right, Matoro, get some rest, buddy. Are you leaving tomorrow to come down here? When are you heading down? Let's do, just for the sake of shits and giggles. Giggles and shits. Giggles and shits. That doesn't feel straight. That's going to be taken out of context, too. Thursday, working the first 3 days of the week. Okay. All right, Matt, get some rest. Yeah, holler at me tomorrow and we'll figure out what's going on. Like I said, I don't think I have any plans this weekend, but I don't want to misspeak for Honey Badger yet, so. All right, so let's do this while we have a second. Let's do a major 3-lane. Let's do... What are you? Medium cargo airport road. Okay, so we're going to use an industry road here. No. Big brain move. Big brain move. And I'm going to cop out on this one. All right, take it easy, Matt. One more time, guys. Go give Matoro some love. Awesome dude. Awesome caster. Does a lot of smart games. A lot of the same games we do in our wheelhouse. So if you enjoy these kind of games, go give Matt a follow. And enjoy some... It's not Scrabble. It's like Letter Hunt and other games. All right, so now... Ooh, good song. good song. Boom. Okay, let's see. It's just a little game. A lot of my roads are backwards right now. I'm aware of that. I'm just trying to get them in straight. And then what I'll do is I'll turn them. But it's easier to drag this way than it is to go from the middle of nowhere and not know what, you know, perfectly lined up directionality is on the roads. All right, now we're gonna mess with this demon one more time. You're a problem. You're a problem. Your problem. Honey, I said I was about to pull a moron move. And then I quickly said that I was about to pull a move that's I've seen Skessy make. So Chad has decided that I was calling you a moron. And there's a difference between doing something moronic and calling somebody a moron. And I'm sure you got the evidence of whatever decision you want to make if I called you a moron or not. I made a really stupid move that you've made in this game before. And I said, oh, I said, Skessy's made that move. I said, and then I did it. And I was like, oh, don't be a moron, Lan. So Chad has decided that I was calling you a moron. And I'm sure somebody's clipped you. But I said that as soon as you got back, I would say that I said it. But I wasn't calling you a moron. Seasons would be good, Wolf. Seasons would be great in this. No, I know. You're not a moron. Please take that back. But there's a difference between somebody doing something moronic and actually being like a moron. Let's go to here. And then we're going to go to... Do I have any of the rurals? There they are. I have one rural road? Fuck that. Baby, I'm a fool. See, and as long as we start our corner at that lineup, then everything is going to match. And these are boring, though. I will agree that these are boring. For anybody who's not said it yet, but y'all are thinking it, that's fine. They're boring, but they're helping us lay out. They're helping us lay out the layout of our city. So what did the little terrorists do tonight on the walk, honey? All right, so let's go here. Let's go here. All right, now we have these. Let's go out. 90 degrees, 30 units. How is that? Blowing in from across the sea. And then just to change things up a bit, we're going to go that direction. Which... that feels off, but that's okay. It's going to get redestroyed anyway. That's okay. So what did our little monsters do this time? What did they do this time? All right. Oh, I don't even want to look at this right now. It's been so long since I played this game that this was the best I could do right now. I feel like a 12-year-old just made this. Looks awful. It looks so unabashedly fucked. That's so fucked. So fucked. All right, let's go into roads. And see about putting in the autumn wind. Large two-way toll booth. I'm thinking about. Yeah, you're drunk. No, in reality though, guys, I know what the problem is. The problem is actually anarchy that's causing this issue. That's not bad. There we go. There we go. And now our industrial district is going to have a toll. A somewhat pricey toll. There we go. Could have been worse. It could have been a spaghetti. Oh, it was at first. It was at first. It was absolutely deplorable. All right, so everything stops at night for whatever reason. What mod makes it so things stop at night? I don't know. Chat, I don't have a clue. Does anybody know? It's not that. Calculations. Oh my god. Realistic school? Fuck this. I try to be as well. I shouldn't have it on as much as I do. I'm gonna have to dig through this off stream and find out what advanced building. Okay. Applied randomization to building appearance change levels. I'm gonna have to do this off stream, but I'm just curious if let's try to find out which one it was that was stopping nighttime construction, because they just stop at night. They're just done. They're like, nope, I'm not gonna run right now. I'm not going to run. We have sick people, and we have crime, and we have dead people. I see dead people. Where the hell is our death care? Death care should be somewhere. Let's just do it the smart way. Healthcare. There you are. Deceased. Hearses in use. Healthcare. Why do we have so many sick people? Medical's at 100%. Are we shit out of luck on... Maybe? No. Oh, it's the heal capacity. Let's do just the way you look tonight. Let's put you here, and then we're going to break the street tradition. All right, there you go. There we go. Sick people should be gone. Maybe your water pumps? No. That's the bonehead move I made before. No, our poop water is here. There's our poop water, and our inlets are over here, and we are actually flowing the right direction. So we have no cross-contamination. That was the move I almost made. I almost had them next to each other. You were almost right on that. So there's a hospital. All right, so down here, I wonder if our own city vehicles have to pay a toll. If we did buses, not a trolley bus, we did bus. If we do a bus, do they have to pay? And I'm feeling good. Right there. Alright, so let's drag you back to the corner there. Now, I don't have any routes set up yet. And yo. It's better. It's not great, but it's better. You'd have some serious pee-pee poo-poo times. Not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times. But all poo-poo times are pee-pee times. Speaking of... Water pump is not connected. How are you not connected? Alright, we got the ding that time. Okay, good. Good. Let's check over here. You're both hooked up. Everybody's got water. We got a little bit of crime, too, that we're going to have to address. Let's bring up the police some. See what that does. Crime rate of 7%. My water budget's at 50. Shit. You're right. Your tax dollars hard at work. It's fine at 50% right now. What does the symbol on the road leading to the farm town mean? That means that there's a bad connection. Good catch. Good catch. That's still a bad connection. Why are you a bad connection? Anarchy should be off. They should be connecting. There we go. There we go. Now we've got access down there. Good catch, Ragin. That was actually something I totally missed. I get so used to seeing them like at the end down there and the end down there that I don't even think about it. So that was a good catch. You got the Superdome made? Not yet. Not yet. We are literally just starting the battery. Where the hell is the... Where the hell is the Superdome? Sugar Bowl Drive. No, we're not even close to that section of town yet. That's actually going to be like... Would be like right here. Superdome would be right there. So we haven't even gotten close to that. We're just going to write Superdome. There you go. That's where that goes. We are nowhere near that, though. This is going to be a process. This is going to be work. All right, 43 patients. How are we doing on edumacation? Okay. 496. Oh, whoa. Okay, we need another elementary school. Holy shit. Sure, let's put the elementary school right next to the industrial. And you know what? The kids, they play in the backyard right there next to the train tracks. French Quarter would be over here. We haven't gotten there yet either. How have you been, Sully? How's life treating you, bud? It's been a while. What's all new with you? This is a bad intersection. Actually, as long as I have a second. Okay, and while we're at it, for the sake of realism, let's take you. Or say no parking. There we go. There we go. We have to, Wolf. We have to. Because this is playing with the realistic population mod, which we were way under. Let me see. Go to healthcare. 6 citizens, 243, and each one of those clinics only holds 100. So, realistically speaking, having a heal capacity of 500 is really not that crazy. Oh, there's that. Papa, did you hear that? The water do the stutter chime thing? So, when you play with the realistic population, like I was saying, like these apartment buildings hold 73 families. And these houses literally hold 1. So it kind of changes the balance of things, which is okay. Life is all right, working and whatnot. And exactly, Ragin. All it takes is one kid to get smashed before they learn. Don't stand on the tracks. Okay, so we're making money. We're slowly making money. I kind of want to, just for the sake of like, look. Kind of want to put this right here just to look like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't exactly work with the cobble road, but I can live with it. I can fucks with it. There we go. I was trying to make it like a seedy, like, back alley. I didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. Did not quite get there, but that's okay. Alright, so we got more trash piling up. Garbage trucks for output 4 megawatts. That's okay. That's alright. Trash is at 86. We're gonna up trash back up to 100%. I think our battery is almost just about stable. Let's see how our water is doing. Okay, so 50% is right there. Okay, so that's fine. Why are you sick in this building? You have a hospital right there. Do I need a childcare hospital and an elder care hospital? Let's see. 71, 41. I guess we'll go with the childcare. All right. Put that there. And then we'll put an elder care. Oh my god, that's so big. Alright, are you gonna fix your problem, kid? Doesn't exactly fit. There we go. There we go. Now it fits right up to the road. No kids. Still sick people in this. Why are there still sick people in this building? Okay, and you need police and trash. You can't get police and trash. Why? Oh. Because I'm a doofus. Hi, I'm a doofus. I am a doofus. There. Now we can get the care you wanted. A lot of kids every 10 minutes, yeah. Tons of kids. All right, I'm trying this off for a couple minutes. We're going to just try to hang out. We're going to let the city grow. I'm going to stretch, and I would suggest you guys all stand up and stretch too. It's been 2 hours. You haven't stood up and stretched your legs, then what in the hell are you doing? Remember, good health starts with good habits. All right, so there's that. Got that road there. Is this water level rising? Chat, is it me or is the water level rising? We might have a flood faster than I thought. All right, so we're going to connect you. Okay, so we're going to start you. I'm going to leave you raised to 9. No, not... Don't give me this crap. Let it go up if it needs to go up and let it have a bridge. Get the levee pumps running, boss. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So we're going to go to here. And we're going to bridge. Okay, 180 is going to go to there. That is an expensive bridge. All right, and then we're going to try to stay up. We're going to go here, and we're going to say curve. Curve this way. There we go. Just like that. And now we've got another connection to our rail. Looks like it was meant to be there. You know, I should really check the map and make sure that that's supposed to be there. I don't believe it is. But, like I said, we're taking artistic liberties with it. No, it curves around. Alright, just so you guys can see. It curves around the edge here, curves around this lakefront, and goes here into a rail line. Needs to be raised more, does it? Do we even have a rail? We don't have a rail that way. That should be high enough for the boats to get through, but wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt to raise it up a little more for the aesthetics. There is. I don't even know if there's any boats on this map. I don't think they've given us any boats here. I mean, while it's the Mississippi River, I don't think they've done anything. Let's see. I believe it's here. Then it's here. I'm not seeing any boat ship path. That's how high they put them off. No boats! Here's he. Yes, we need to make a... I'm going to have to re-add the boat points. Yeah, I'm going to have to re-add them in. But you're right. They're not going to be tall enough, and I'll fix that. When we get to the boats, I will fix all the bridges. So our population is slowly climbing. Slowly climbing. And surprise, surprise, they want more people. They want more residential. Let's take a second and see. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty. This is nice so far. It's a lot of trash trucks. It's coming along. And we will have to add boats. That's fine. Our little wobbly bounce house. And you know, if you guys send me your files or like a mod list in your files, I can also take a look at your cities. We could have fun and like work on your city. Oh, let's do a save. NOLA, use Steam Cloud. There we go. And in the it's near. You saw 6 people get run over? Probably. All right. Oh, I love that sound. I love the upgrade sound. That is my favorite sound in this game. All right, so now we're getting to a point where we're going to go to bus. Thank you. Memory away. I did it my way. Let's go with a 4U. Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is a city building. It's not. It's a drugstore. Let's take a look at traffic flow. That's a bad corner. Bounce house forever. Yes, more bounce houses. Let's do... No. My way. All right, so we're going to start it here. I really need to expand these roads. I don't want a median. I'm looking for the bus roads. I think we're going to turn this into this. All right, so let's grab a bus node. Bus node. Do another bus node there. Bus node there. And we're going to drop them off at the hospital if need be. I'm going to go here. Let's put one there. Ha! Boom. Bus line. All right. Vehicle count modifier. Select types. My way. Okay. Cool. There we go. Now we got a bus going out. Buses. Hey, there you go. I don't know why you have to go make a UE down here. It's not the most efficient. All right, so all of you, did you stand up? Did you stretch? Did you guys stretch your legs? That's my question. Did you guys stretch your legs? Did we all stand up and stretch? I know I did. And I legitimately did. I've been trying to be better. I have been... Okay, let's see. Do we have skinny industrials? Yeah, we do, and we're going to upgrade. Since we know now. This is that. We're going to use that. There goes our buses. You know what? While we're at it, before we go too much further, let's just... Don't know why I didn't call. Alright. You're a bad road. You're a very bad road. We need to fix you. Alright, so let's see. So we can't get you to hook up. Why are you unhappy that you have a road now? Bulldozed. Oh. I was trying to bulldoze you, not... There we go. Why are you unhappy about roads? All right, so let's see what our... Can I set multiple? No, it's just gonna have to be general. Probably the noise. I mean, this is gonna be a noisy area, let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. We're gonna lose a little bit of industrial while that happens, but that's okay. And actually, if we want to have a little fun and see how the city actually plays. There we go. Just gonna leave it on daytime for a while. And these are bad intersections. I shouldn't let these people go. Shouldn't let these people do this. They are all waiting for that bus. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. That is rough. There's not a node there. You shouldn't be able to stop in the middle of the road. Didn't realize you were recreating DC. You know, I just had to talk about DC last night with Libby. About how much I loathe driving in DC. Like, everything from Richmond all the way up through DC, I'm like, God, I hate this part of, like, America. This would work so much better. Do I have a big enough road to do this? Let's see. 8-lane. Martine, how the hell have you been, dude? It's been so long. How's life treating you, man? How big are you? Okay, I'm gonna cave. I'm gonna cave. It's always better when we're together. I'm gonna cave. I'm gonna cave, chat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cave. There isn't a real There isn't a real one of these in the city, but we're taking certain artistic liberties with it. Come on. That was not an anarchy. That was a vanilla road snap. Been mostly great. Got my own place about 3 months ago. Dude, I am so happy to hear that, Martine. No, I'm not using the roundabout tool. I'm just hating myself. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to turn that one around. That's fine. All right, so there's that and that. And then on this side. All right, Chad, hold on to your butts. This is about to be ugly. This is about to be... Don't smile yet. You don't know what you're getting. Okay. All right. That is awesome to hear, Martine. All right, so let's go. Now, the $1 million question, chat, is can we retrofit it all? Oh, the answer is I don't know. Who would name a street Dean Street? I hate retrofitting roads like this. But I don't think I have a choice right now. All right, let's see how bad this is. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, chat. Caving to the inner PC gamer rather than RBGing my PC. Doing so to my living room. Oh my god. Are you going with like the Govee, or who are you doing it with? Behind me. Dream a little dream of me. Okay. Let's give you some office space down here too. I don't know how much it's going to get used, but that's okay. Why are you guys out of power? You've got power. Power should come back. All right, then for the sake of my sanity for a moment, we're just going to do one of these numbers. We're going to drag you to there. There we go. That rejoined power. Cool. Cheap brand I haven't heard of, but it also bought a diffuser. Okay. diffuser tracks as well. Just make sure that they are like UL rated, that you're not going to burn your house down or something. Like I've heard horror stories of people buying, like there's cheap that is UL rated and then there's cheap that's like going to burn your house down. So just be careful, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Why do you have no power? You all claim you have power. All right, we're going to try this trick. You should all have power. We have plenty of power. We're making 60 megawatts. There you go. And now, gonna behave. You're gonna stop with this. That's the thing. Like, I'll buy cheap bulbs off Amazon, but I want to make sure that they're at least UL. No. Why am I having power? I shouldn't be having power problems. There should be no power issues whatsoever. Come on. All right, fine. We're going to do... Oh, I love this song. That did it? All right, so you got power again. What are you griping about? Not enough raw materials. Okay. This actually made it feel more like DC to me, Callie. This shot right here makes it feel more like DC to me, and I don't know why. This makes it feel like DC to me. Georgetown, yeah. Need more row houses? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We'll get more row houses. As a matter of fact, they want more residential right now. I really, I feel like if I, maybe that'll work. Let's see if I ruined it. I think it's the grass that's doing it. I think by putting these in, I'm screwing up the aesthetic of DC, even though we're not doing DC. We're doing the Big Easy. I'm coming down, coming down. There's so many trash trucks. No, it's not your fault. It's mine. I mean, what I could do, and I don't think I really could, is leave like a one square. Let me try over here. Let me see. Because they're looking. Oh no, there's only 2 spots there. Let me see over here if I can do it. No, because they're not all one. Where the hell did I hide? Not elevation step. Oh. Oh, are you kidding me? I can do... Oh, okay. That might be it right there. Let's see. If that's the case and we can do that, then hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Because that will give it that feel. That's got to get fixed anyway. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yes. That will do it. Had we have done that with everything, that would have fixed it. That would set it back. I know it's crooked. Do I know the trick? Isn't it to put a cross through it? And then do your stuff to it? I thought it was to put a cross through the whole thing, and then after you're done with your outside, delete it. Yeah. This one's not bad. Okay, so you're set back 8 meters. Well, one thing needs to be bulldozed. Where? Okay. I don't like this form of bulldoze. I wish I still had bulldoze everything. That it forced it to start over. Yeah, I don't like that, I don't think. I was gonna play with that. Force zoning, that's fine. Alright. So you want even more housing. Okay, what I might do then we're going to do that. We're going to go over here since we've kind of created an actual wow, that zipped out. We're going to go out 2 sections at 90. 2 sections at 90. Go 50 out there. $20. Why are you so drunk? Like, why are you so drunk, Rhodes? There we go. Back from doggo last call. My morning alarm is not far enough away. Your morning alarm is not far enough away. I mean, like time-wise? I'm playing with some of these different roads that I've never played with before, just to see what kind of behavior I'm getting. It's like a Pope hat. It's like the Pope hat. You don't fit. You don't fit either. I'll let some Otis Redding slip through. That I'm fine with. Sit. I was sitting when the evening comes. Wait. There it goes. It's like, why won't you connect? Take off of the Popa hat. No, you take off of the Popa hat. I know, I wear the Popa hat. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Alright, so we're gonna do this here a little differently. Headed for the Frisco Bay. There we go. See, part of the trick is learning when to use a battery and when to build straight, and then when to, like, go a little wonko with it and have fun. Wasting time. You approve? Alright, so we don't even need those roads right now. So I guess I'll remain the same. It me Wonko? Welcome to City Skylines, where, you know, I mean, boring is straight. I'm not gonna lie. Building straight lines is boring. It gets really monotonous. You're gonna act up? You're gonna act up? That's fine. Like, building straight lines is just boring. So you have to start adding, you have to start injecting, like, some style into your builds. But when you start with straight lines, and then from there you build out. Oh, are you kidding me, you two? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I'm not even playing with Road Anarchy. I don't know what the hell's going on that they're so, like, wildly fucked. Wildly fucked up. Okay, so we're gonna throw in, you. Oh, not what I meant to do. You. Block a you. You. And you. The uneven what? Back here? It's not really uneven. It's just art. It's just artistic. I like my wonky Popat. Fine, I'll fix it. Sing a song or dance a dance. I gave you friends. Sneaky line because they're directed at you. What do you mean it's already taken? There. Happy? I need to fix this section. I don't know why these are doing this, but we'll figure that out eventually. There. See? Easy enough to fix. Ta-da! I fixed the Popat. Actually, if anything, this should drive your brain even nuts because it's closer. It's closer, but it's actually not right. If you look at this curve, and this corner right here, it's not quite right. No, this is not fine. How are we doing on you? 37 cars at $1.50 a pop. Not gonna make the joke. Not gonna make the joke. It's about as even. Yeah. Now, you want to know what drives me bonkers is when I play Satisfactory and the lines going front between different belts, they have to be straight. Like, I will sit there and spend 20 minutes on a factory. Alright, so we're slowly expanding. Over $1 million!
Train won't stop!
That's right. Over $1 million. If I had $1 million. Party till somebody loves you. Why are these doing this? You want to talk about bothering? That bothers me. Like, I'm going to delete all of these roads just because that's not right. Why it's pulling... See, it's pulling back. But that's driving me bonkers. There we go. Now that's what it should look like. Those lines... Body loves you. That's close enough. I'll take that for government work. Dijon ketchup. I mean, if it's made in that region of France, maybe, then it would be Dijon. How you been, Dragonstorm? How's life treating you? All right, so there we go. All right, and let's do some of that. What the hell are you talking about, Sandwich? And Dragon, technically, I guess. What the hell are you both talking about? All right, how's our buses doing? Oh, if I had $1 million? Are you guys singing the Bare Naked Ladies version? Because I don't think Sinatra and Tony Bennett were singing about Dijon ketchup and pre-bacon wrapped. You guys know I suffer from ADHD, right? And there are times my brain just checks out. And when you say weird shit that even throws me off, like I have to like divert 7 lanes of traffic to get to where you guys are. I'm even I struggle sometimes when you guys say stuff that makes me go, what in the fuck are you talking about? Okay, it got dark all of a sudden. Only 7? Listen, Linda. We're just making you divert instead of you making us divert. That's fair. That is fair. That's fine, Dragon. I do it all the time. Like, okay.
Puppets, you will do what I say.
So my significant other is Skessy, and we will be sitting in the kitchen or the living room, and she will say to me, how the fuck did you get there? And I will explain the 5 steps of where we were and how I got to here. And sometimes it confuzzles her to no end. And like my father used to say it, my father used to call it free radical association. And it used to drive him absolutely bonkers, like when that would happen. And so when I hear, just like you guys, a song, a line in a song, I can still be singing the first song, but be like 14 songs away at this point. So I get it. I get it, man. I get it. But when y'all say things like Dijon ketchup and but they don't make pre-wrapped bacon. Dragon, yes. Yes. I'll never forget in high school when a friend came up to me and said, yellow is the fastest color. And volcano llamas are by far the best animals. I agree with your friend. Oh, Sandwich. It makes Libby is slightly ADHD. Like free radical. I can't even say ADHD, but slightly free radical association. So even just her little bit and my lot a bit after an hour of conversation is just off the rails completely. My wife calls me out all the time for that, walking away while listening to them. I feel attacked. Here.
I'm in danger.
Right. And like, Dragon, here's a great example. I can sit here and like look off in the distance. I'm never on my phone or anything. It's not like that, but like looking away or like stretching and like turning my head and looking at something else. And she's like, can you focus on me while we're talking? And I'm like, I'm completely focused on what you're saying. I'm hearing every single word. And come fly with me. Sorry, ADHD had to. So I can be talking to her, not looking at her, but completely in the conversation. And it drives her bonkers that I'm not looking directly at her. But if I look directly at her, I am gone. I am gone. I am elsewhere. Like no fucks given as the ducks fly away, as I used to say. So In the middle of a sentence, I get interrupted by a new random thought. Oh yeah, there's that. All right, so we need more electricity. This is actually an electricity. Where are we on electricity? Make up like them. You've gotten better about the fidgeting. You've gotten better about the fact that I can't look at you in a conversation because you understand if I sit there and just stare at you, I'll get lost in your eyes.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, but here's the weird thing. The tangents, yes. Yes. But here's the weird thing. I am not atypical ADHD in the sense of like tapping and drumming and physically fidgeting. My brain is just fidgeting a mile away. A mile away, my brain is fidgeting. Like right now, Dead Sandwich setting off that Murloc reminded me that I need to log into WoW and check and see if I got my Twitch drop for the Blazing Hippogriff while I'm having this conversation about not being a physical fidgeter, but being a mental fidgeter, being 20 miles away. And then people wonder why people with ADHD like weed so much, because it calms us down. Medical weed was the best thing that ever happened to my ADHD. Okay, why are you all getting sick? Sometimes there's no way to write it down. Sometimes the volcano llamas just won't allow. All right, so sick. Why do we have so many sick people? Let's, you know what? Let's spoil these people rotten. We're going to set that up a bit. We're going to give you 120%. Sometimes the volcano llamas will not allow. Focus is the broken one that I've never fixed. Actually, did I? Yeah, just reset the window. Go ahead, do it again. Go ahead and hit it again. For whatever reason, the Twitch connection died to that. Martine, you might be, but I will tell you this. Stay the fuck off social media.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim.
Martine, stay the fuck off social media. Because I have found, as somebody with ADHD, it seems like TikTok and Twitter wants to make everybody have ADHD. Go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. And I listen, but I need to be doing something. I listen, I just can't sit around. I did make that one for you, but it actually serves my ADHD well. All right, so why are you so sick? Guys, I use, so if y'all haven't seen, Steam has the new overlay that's coming to everybody, and I'm in the beta branch, so I get it. I use the notes in all of these games, and I write things down in here because otherwise I will actually forget them. So I keep my notepad, and I use it a lot. I was addicted to social media for a while, but thankfully I'm down to checking it once or twice a day and sticking to mostly. Right, but what I'm saying is, as somebody with ADHD and a background in psychology, they seem to be like trying to convince everybody that they have ADHD, and it's like, nah, I'm sorry, no. No, not everybody has ADHD. Sorry. The number of people who've told me they have undiagnosed ADHD, and this is not picking on you. And then you sit down and you talk to them and you're like, not even close, buddy. Not even close. My best zone is at a bar. I can chat with people, be on a phone, watch a sport, or phase out as well. Listen to music, play a game of pool, watch the people in the corner playing the ring toss thing while listening to 3 conversations going on around you and feel literally at peace. At physical fucking peace while 17 things are going on. It's like standing in the middle of a tornado in a social setting and being completely at peace. I understand, Dragon. I get you. My son has it, brothers has it as well. And Jammin, the best thing you can do is try to understand and I don't mean this. Shut up, cows. I don't mean this wrong when I say this, but the best thing you can do is try to understand them and try to keep up. Not that you're stupid or anything. Muscleman, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Not that you're stupid, and I'm not saying that by any stretch, but it's hard for somebody without ADHD sometimes to keep up with people with ADHD. And so we need to make compensations, like me and my significant other. I need to explain to her how I transitioned 7 lanes and got to one sentence. One word in that sentence took me 7 lanes away. I need to be better about explaining it to her so she understands my ADHD and how I function. And then in turn, you have to think, okay, this is my brother or my son who has it. And this is the weird ass, wacko, wild way they think. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but in your brain, it's like back ass words. And so keeping up with it sometimes is really hard. Just like me focusing on one thing when my significant other is talking about one thing is really hard. But that's the best way you can learn to like keep up and roll with it. That's where it doesn't track for me when you say I have it. I say you have like little bits of it. I say you have the radical free radical thought thing. One thing at a time. I can't do music, streams, games. I do not take meds. I was a child of the 80s. Currently gaming, watching LAN, and TWD at the same time. Right. I was a child of the 80s, Jammin', and my mother was a teacher, and she watched how many kids got zombified by drugs and, you know, how it was going to fuck these kids up when they became adults. And suddenly now we've got a society that is completely, you know, and this was earlier in the 2000s, but completely like sucked into recreational drugs to help control ADHD. My parents made me, not made me, but they gave me outlets like being a drummer. I did sports. I did a lot of things that helped me to calm down. Sentex Cutie and Muscle Man, thank you guys. Welcome on in. How are y'all doing today? How's it going? But I had to learn how to combat my ADHD, and I think that's why I don't physically fidget, but my mind still goes a million miles an hour. So I sit on a fence about medication. All right, so how many people came in on this train? 476. He says he thinks you have tendencies, but then I get itchy if there's 2 sounds at once. I walk into his office and ask him to turn off the 3 sound sources so I can talk to him. That's fair. That's fair. But if he turns them off, he can't understand me. That's fair. That's fair. And everybody's different, and that's okay. Why do we still have sick people here? How is this possible that we still have sick people? Like, I don't understand where the sickies are coming from. If anybody knows this, average health is 70%. Death care we have. Deceased. Maybe we need a cemetery. Maybe that's what they're begging for. We have childcare. Citizens are sick. How are they sick? I haven't been clinically diagnosed. Funny enough that you said that, but outside people have told me that I have it. My sister-in-law has a master's. Yep. Mental health. Yeah. I can't express how happy I am that my parents refused to put me on ADD meds as a child. I don't have it, but a lot of nervous energy as a kid. Yeah, and a lot of times that goes away with age, like you said. And you've done a lot of damage with drugs like baby meth. Like, I know we give Banlish a bad time about his like, oh, Florida man and meth and everything, but literally ADHD medication is methamphetamine. I had a gifted teacher as a child that told my parents, send him to school with a cup of black coffee. So here I was in elementary school drinking black coffee, and it actually worked to calm me. But everybody's different. Everybody is different, and that's okay. We're all different, and we're all unique, and we all have our, I don't want to say everybody's a special snowflake, but we all have our strong suits and our weak suits, and that's okay. That's what makes us human. Beer works for you? That's fair. Might not be the healthiest long-term, Dragon, but I'm not going to judge you. Like, I have a medical marijuana card, and when I'm having really bad days, I'll pull out a 5 milligram gummy. But I try to do it without medication, and I still try to do it with a cup of coffee in the day. Lower calories than Coke, that's fair. That's fair. But, you know, no judgment, but everybody's got their own way to deal with stuff, and that's okay. That's okay. Somebody told me a long time ago, we're all fucked up and broken. The trick is to find both things and people that work for your brand of broken and fucked up. Like, you don't get to be 40 without having something broken about you. And the trick is to find people in your life that love you in spite of yourself and see you for who you are with all of your broken, jagged, fucked upness. Because nobody is perfect and nobody is unaffected So the trick is finding somebody who's broken works with your broken. And broken, and I don't only mean in relationships, like in love. I mean in friendships too and such. Find somebody who you can laugh at your broken and they're broken with in a room with no furniture and just sit on the floor and laugh. And I guarantee you'll be happy for the rest of your life. All right, so Algiers Point, let's actually do a little work. Let's get back on it because I was 7 stages over. Let's encourage biking here. Let's see if that does anything good for our people. These streets are rotten. We eventually got furniture, didn't we? Albeit patio furniture at first. And Dragon, like I said, I'm not judging you, man. I am not judging you. Everybody's got their own way. But long term, that might not be the healthiest thing for it, is all I'm saying. Alcohol, any kind of, cigarettes, alcohol, weed, any kind of, I don't want to call them illegal, but illicit, and I'm going to use that word very loosely, illicit chemicals to help with those kind of behaviors can be problematic. So I'm not saying that they are, I'm saying they can be. Never drive, never get wasted. That's fair. That's fair. Right. And I, once again, not judging, just... Why are these in the... These are like cherry blossom trees. This is more and more like DC than I want to admit. I thought we were building NOLA, and somehow we're building DC. Alright, so you want more industrial now. Maybe... Make your banana pancakes. We're going to go over here and build some. So, like I said, no judgment at all. Just be gentle with yourself and be aware of any swings that happen with it is all I'm going to say. And again, you are, from what you've told me, a grown-ass man who, you're making your own decisions, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. All right, when we get out to the river, are you going to lock it? Oh, that broke. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a bad one before I even hit it. Yeah. That's my actual education. And I hate to tell anybody, because, the biggest way to turn somebody away from a conversation is to make them feel judged, or make them feel like a child, or make them feel like they're doing something wrong. And by no means am I trying to treat you like a child or say you're doing anything wrong. I'm saying you be cognizant for yourself of the choices you're making and just be aware of the effect they have. Hey, Beast. We don't need no education. Absolutely we do, Fratty. How you been? How's life treating you? How was your Mother's Day? Dragon, I am a big believer. Sometimes the best friend in the world is the friend that tells you shit that nobody else has the balls to say to you. And a lot of people, number one, don't want to hear it, but need to hear it. And why are these so, drunken lines? As well, a lot of people are scared to say it sometimes. And to me, how can you truly be someone's friend if you are not willing to put the truth on the line and say what needs to be said to that person for their good? You're not saying it for yourself. You're saying it to them because you care. And it's scary and it sucks, but sometimes your friends need to hear the hard truth. It was good. Spent time with the wife before a 10-hour bar shift. That's not bad. And you're off already? Never smoked weed. Always had jobs that didn't allow it. And I've been around friends who do. I have to step away. Smell makes you nauseous. And that's fine, Wolf. Like I said, I don't actually smoke it. Just inhaled. No, I do the gummies, and the gummies allow me to exactly dose 5 milligrams. And it's one of the things I've done to get off of my I've done to get off of my anxiety medication. I've done to get off of my my happy pills, my Celexa, and all in an effort to lower my blood pressure. Ooh, we need more water. Oh, actually, we have more water. Wolf reminded us earlier. And I understand that it's not for everybody, but also I, was a teenager when they were starting the whole process of legalization, and I watched what my father went through with cancer, and I saw how good, and he never did it because it was legal. He wouldn't do it because it was illegal. My mom was a school teacher, and he didn't want to get her in trouble. But how good in proper dosages weed can actually be for various chronic illnesses and pain and anxiety and such. And I'm a big believer that done properly, weed can do a lot of good things for people. And I'm not going to be one of these people that sit here and tell you that, oh, next we should allow microdosing of LSD and mushroom. No, I don't see that. And the smell is, I agree. Skunk weed is awful. Yeah, jamming. Unfortunately, cancer. I put my father's name in cancer there. That was very weird for those of you that put cancer. Unfortunately, cancer affects more and more people every year. Like, it used to be a rare thing, and now I would be willing to bet that out of the 31 people here, every single person has been affected or knows somebody who has been affected by cancer. It's gotten more and more. And the question that I've always asked myself is cancer becoming worse? Or is medicine finally catching up that, when the old folks got it back when, we didn't have the technology to see it. So where is the line? No gummy for you, but Big Pharma is allowed to sell opioids. Cloud, don't even get me started on Big Pharma and opioids. Fuck cancer? I agree with the sentiment, but I can rarely use that because that's another cancer org's slogan. So, but I agree, Beast. I agree. Go ahead, Skessy. I mean, we are all adults here and nobody's like, yeah, blaze it out, 420, no scope. Big titties in a bowl, smoke it. I mean, this is a serious conversation amongst adults who know. I still don't like to use it. And why are these people still sick? Your medical's 57%. I mean, I guess with 12 households, there's going to be sick people. But I absolutely believe that there is a place for medical marijuana in the world if it's used properly. But you're right. It's okay to get people hooked on opioids, but God forbid they use something natural that's non-addictive forming. Non-addictive in a chemical sense. Let's not talk about the habitual sense of it. Cancer institutes clinically are increasing, but primarily the reason you're seeing it more is better science, earlier detection. Right. And that's what I used to say was, cancer, is it getting worse? Or are we just catching up scientifically to see it better? My dad used to say about a decade ago that had it been legal, he would have used medical marijuana back in the 90s and early 2000s. He had glaucoma and other eye-related issues for several years. He switched back and forth between a strong opioid to avoid addiction while mitigating severe eye pain. Now, I will tell you guys this story, and let me clarify this because I don't have them in my house. When my father passed away, they took all of the drugs, poured them in a pot, boiled them, and then put them into a diaper pail. So if any of you have an opioid addiction, this is not the house you're going to find it in. Let me clarify that. But when my father was at terminal stage of cancer, his oncologist was writing him 160 milligrams of OxyContin, as much as he wanted every week. And I saw how rough Oxy was on a person's body with him. And I also watched his hunger drop to the point that he didn't want to eat anymore. And I'm a big proponent that done properly, and not just recreationally, you should be able to get baked because you feel like it. But, for things like MS or things like cancer or glaucoma or heart conditions, and there's still mixed research. That's why I don't do a ton, but there's mixed research about heart health and marijuana. There's some that say yes, and there's some that say no. There's an interesting new Kurzgesagt video on cancer cells or cancel cells. It's legalized here in Canada, the marijuana, yeah. But right, once again, they want to push you to use, you know, opioids or now synthetic opioids instead of marijuana. When, like, I watched my father, who my whole life was 6'1", you know, 180, 190 pounds. When he passed away, he was 5'8", and he weighed 105 pounds. And even if he would just, you know, could have taken a toke to make him want more Little Debbies or more protein shakes. But there's so much, and I support the use of medical marijuana for people who legitimately need it for things such as glaucoma and whatnot as well. But I think it's a hard conversation to have. Like, talking about legalization of marijuana is like talking about, you know, proper gun control. Everybody wants to see the stigma of a bunch of, like, yeah, stoner, blaze it. Like, they don't want to have the real conversation. I'm on an opioid, but it was also directly affected by a close member being addicted to it. So I'm constantly right. Perfect. And that's where I was saying earlier, not that anybody's doing anything wrong, but you always have to be cognizant of those kind of things. And it's really important. Recreational legal is in NJ. It's still weird to walk into a dispensary. Yeah, it is. It is. Like, I did that in California for one of the conventions, and it's so weird to walk in and be like, yeah, can I get a bag of, you know, 5 milligram grape flavored gummies, or to buy a pre-rolled, you know, marijuana cigarette. God, I sound like such a fucking old man. Marijuana cigarettes. My dad is currently taking CBD. His blood pressure has become stable and he sleeps better at night. He's had no effect on the cancer he was dealing with, but it did help some of the symptoms. Anecdotal, right? And weed is legal in Florida medicinally, and that's why I have the card. We have not gone to the recreational line of it, but we are a medicinal state at this point. So, but we're not on the recreationally, like, get blazed for fun stage. Come to Canada. You're fucking 2-ply, bud. Bunch of degens up country there. But no. And once again, back to the original conversation we were having, Dragon, you know, just like I tell you, hey, be careful with, you know, with XYZ, with like your alcohol. That's something that I need to be careful of. Am I using my medical as a emotional or psychological crutch? And that's where we all personally, just like Martine, need to be aware and cognizant and self-policing of ourselves and those we love around us to make sure that there's not a deeper problem forming. And that's the way it should be, Jammin'. I totally agree. Totally agree. Like, here's the thing. We treat weed like it's so fucking terrible, but alcohol is the greatest thing. Like, you walk into a CVS and you can still buy alcohol, but you can't buy cigarettes. Like, we need to treat all of these things as potentially dangerous substances. I also barely take mine. I haven't taken it in a while. But there's a lot of reasons for that. There's allergies, which make things flare up. There's also, like I said, a lot of research that's not done yet on heart health. And as the guy who had a heart attack, I will tell you that that's my priority. And sandwich, that's fine. There are people that say, hey, I don't like the feeling of being on weed. You know what? That's totally okay. No, just like nobody should ever force, you know, a cigarette in your mouth or coffee in your hand or alcohol down your throat. It's the same with weed. Like, we went somewhere, and I'm not going to say who it was or where it was, but Libby and I went somewhere, and a friend of ours doesn't drink, and they weren't so comfortable coming out to the bar because it was a social mixer. And I said, hey, don't let anybody get you down. I'm not going to drink. I can't drink on my heart meds, and I'm not going to let anybody give you shit about it either. And we need to, like, stop people that are pushing social pressure to have a drink, man. Have a beer. Like, fuck you. You don't run my life, and I make my own choices. And I'm strong enough to say it, but who isn't strong enough sometimes to say, hey, yeah, fuck you? Like, alcohol is deeply rooted in humanity. It's hard to not have around. Same with smoking, some sort. Oh, I'll tell you guys, I'm still working on quitting smoking cigarettes. And it's the fucking, like, I go for a drive and I want to smoke. After dinner, I want to smoke. After sex, I want to smoke. Like, for me, yes, there's a chemical addiction to it, but there's also like a habitual addiction. Jammin', be careful. That's how I had my heart attack. All right, love, I got your text. Get some sleep. I love you. I'll tuck you in soon. Be careful with that, Jammin'. I, at 37 years old, had a heart attack. I was swilling down 4 or 5 Red Bulls a day, as well as Excedrin and smoking. And it led to a perfect storm where I just dropped. Boom, heart attack. I actually went to the ER, which is very unlike me. And I went to the ER because I knew something was wrong. And in the lobby talking to them, I literally just dropped like a sack of potatoes. That was the one bullet I'm glad I had managed to avoid. Wolf, I'm so pissed at myself. You know, I didn't start until I was 18. I knew better, and I didn't start until I was legal. Like, I was a fucking moron, and I'm going to use that without any kind of censor or anything. Like, I knew better. And here I am 22 years later, still fighting it. Don't ever do it, guys. It's expensive. It's gross. It's becoming socially, like, it's becoming a social pariah to be a smoker. But, you know, I'm not going to finish my last sentence about smoking. No, you know that. It's definitely a money sink. Oh, that it is. One a day. Constant drug is probably tea. Tea still has caffeine in it. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we're going to keep working on this. And you know what? One of the best things I find truly about this, guys, and I'm going to say this, and I know this is a cancelable thing to say, but as men, we need to talk about our feelings, and we need to normalize that we're hurting. We need to be okay not bottling it up. And I'm not saying you got to be boohoo cry, but we're taught not to talk about our feelings. And that leads to some pretty nasty places. Both of my nieces jumped on the vape train. I can't vape. Oh, okay. But we need to normalize talking about our feelings. Right. And in the restaurant world, you only get breaks if you're a smoker, which is fucked up. When I was stationed in New York, part of my raiding school, we were allowed to take breaks at the smoke pad. Most of the students smoked. There was a couple very stressful months where I was tempted, but I managed to resist. Skessy, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people would want to cancel you for saying normalize men talking about their mental health. There's a lot of fucking whacked people out there. It is toxic. My family called me a drunk and an alcoholic today. I only drink socially and I'm not really social. Could be projecting epic. It could be, you know, maybe you had a little too much today and it was a knee-jerk reaction from them. Could be any number of things. All right, so we're going to throw a collagen. All right, so we're going to throw a baby collagen over here. Maybe here. Could be any number of reasons. And there we go. Got a college. That is a bad street corner again. Fuck me. There we go. There we go. College in, you smart ass. Don't you have some X4 to be addicted about?
I'm in danger.
See, don't you have some X4 to go play? Wolf is probably in X4, but anytime he can get a chance to, you know, make a little snark, he's like, I'll tab out of X4 and all my mining and my this and that. And did you guys get banned shit today? About what? What did he play today? I wasn't in there. Like I said, I took my mom to Costco, bought her a hot dog for dinner, and bought her a bunch of toilet paper and paper towel. That's what she wanted to do on Mother's Day, so we did it. My fucking God. All right, so educationally, you're eligible. Oh my God. Oh my God, we need another high school. Holy shit, do we need another high school? Let's put the high school next to the college. What could go wrong with that? 905. Oh my God, we're just barely making it on. No, we're not. We're not. We're actually behind. You know what? Let's pop into our legal. Oh, that's why. X4 for 9 hours and he was full pinked. Look, I have to ask you, and yes, Wolf, I'm picking on you for a moment. Fuck the TOS. You can be mad if I'm picking on you. I don't care. Why did you put the needle so far into that man's arm? All right, love, get some rest. I know 5 a.m. comes through. Why the fuck are you getting up at 5 a.m.? Text me, why are you getting up at 5 a.m.? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Tell Mom Skessy. Yeah, I literally just said, tell Mom Skessy. I forgot about it for a second. I'm sorry. ADHD scatterbrain. All right, not enough customers. Oh, I know. I know. I know. ADHD brain. Bear with me. Should I text her in the... Wow, I almost just said something. I almost said something really stupid, guys. Mom Skessy is having a surgery to do with her eyes. And I was like, should I just text your mom in the morning to say, you know, hope it goes well, lots of recovery. She's not going to be able to see her fucking phone. Lan, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, Lan. To quote my father, for such a smart person, you really are a stupid ass sometimes. Really? He's having a 1 to 2 X4 streams a week? Although he decided to pick up Star Sector. Well, Wolf, me and Ban have a mandate on Wednesday. And not a mandate as in like a government ruling. We have a mandate on Wednesday. And I'm going to put the DayZ needle so far into his arm, he doesn't even remember what X4 is. All right. I love you. I adore you, you moron. I love you too. Go to sleep. Tell your mom I said, you know, I hope it goes well. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. All right, get some rest. 5 a.m. does come early. And it's seeing as how it's already almost 1 a.m. Yes, Ban and I have a mandate on Wednesday to do DayZ. She might have a laugh out of it. She might. She also might call me an idiot. And I wouldn't blame her. Back to what you were talking about before, what people are taking for themselves. I got a degree in OHS. Main points as always was that the does makes the poison. That applies. Self-medicating, be careful. Right. It should be okay. Oh, 7 Days to Die is nothing like DayZ, but yeah. And Dragon, exactly. And I think we all owe it to each other as to be responsible and to say, hey, I'm worried about you. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about this. And the ability to stand tall and say to your friends, hey, I am worried about you, or hey, you're fucking up, is one of the hardest things to do, but it's also one of the most important things to do as a friend. So, dose, that's fine. So, we're all adults. Becomes a problem when you're going overboard. When you can't handle your fucking business, then it becomes a problem. And I agree. Go to bed. Stop texting me and go to sleep. I know you still have it open. Go the fuck to sleep. I love you. Sorry. My girl.
Fuck off.
See? Go the fuck to sleep. Bye then. Bye. Love you. Go to bed. Apparently Scum got a huge update. I know there was talk a while ago about potentially... Yeah, that game lost me when you had to, like, manage fruits and nuts and fats in your diet, and you had to actually, like, make your character poop. And the first poop on the server, because we have beta access, was a fucking chocolate bar. Like, I don't know. Talking about my girl. There's a problem. Where's the road there? Did I just really fuck up? No. No, that's over by Tulane. All right, so let's take a look. I was singing a song. All right, so this road right here is I think the road that they're trying to emulate. Because this is the highway. I don't exactly know what that is. I think that's Caesar Superdome. And for any of you that can't see it, I'm in an incognito window, so I don't show you any of my pins. What did that say? Oh, I read that totally differently. I read that totally different. On a cloudy day. These roads are so packed. Now, what do we have here? If we go over here. Whoop. That's the sound of the police. What's going on down here? All right, some kind of like warehouse storage. Yeah, let's move you, my little friend. Okay. All right, let's go back into the game. All right, so let's start over here a little bit and start putting industrial here because there's going to be industrial down there. And chat, if you guys are streamers, let me tell you, don't run in desktop mode. It's how you get in trouble. The levy. All right, so there's the beginning part of our levy. Actually, Dragonstorm, I really am looking at going back. I need them to figure out what they're doing as far as the end of like districts, and I would love to go back. And there's also like I don't think I'm ready for it yet, but there's also mods which like add trains and stuff, which is kind of cool. And I'm thinking about it. All right, so there's the beginning part of the levy. That actually looks really clean. That looks really clean. All right, so let's start down here then. I know you don't have enough workers, I know. All right, industrial. I'm gonna start a road. Is that far enough? Yeah, that's good. What are you doing as far as off-ramps go? All right, so let's start this then. Oh no, I don't want trees. I want a road. And, you know, as far as our old adventure in Timberborn went, it truly wasn't bad. It felt like the game got to a point where on stream it was so slow that it was more suited to YouTube, which is actually a really good thought because I've been looking for what to do on YouTube. Because I've been toying with the idea of starting content. Go ahead. Go ahead. Captain's Ministry is supposed to get their update 1. Oh, good God. What is the matter? God, the dog came around. Hang on a second. Hey guys, give me 5 minutes. My dog is acting really weird. Give me a second. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, she's being strange, but I don't know. Apparently she got a treat that she normally gets. And I can't think of, she just literally just, so I'm gonna leave the camera off and I'm gonna chat with you guys. She came underneath the curtain and she's acting really needy, but she's okay. Go ahead. No, you're fine, Dragon. Dragon, honestly, around here, we don't bother. Like, as long as you don't just come in here and be like, hey, go sub to me on YouTube. As long as you're not being like a dick about it. Like, I believe, you know, helping folks out, and I believe sharing names and like you saying, hey, this is a content creator you might be interested in. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. So feel free to share away, but I do appreciate you asking. I does appreciate it. I kind of like this. This is going to be where our industrial district is. She's here with me. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate that, but who is it? Let me see. Puppies be puppies? Yeah, she's not a puppy anymore. She's 7. Is the guy's name Puppies? Oh, RCE? Oh, yeah. Guys, I think he's actually an architect.
I'm in danger.
I think he's secretly an architect. All kidding aside, he actually has stated that he's a water engineer, which is funny. That's what my father was. So. And water is actually a really fascinating field of engineering. So, I find that very funny. All right, so that's going to be our first area over there. All dogs will always... She's being weird tonight, though. She's definitely being weird. Like, I might actually call stream. Hang on one sec. Actually, guys, she is being odd here. Let me do this for a couple of minutes. She is being odd. I'm gonna call it stream early and keep an eye on her because this is not her typical behavior, and I would never forgive myself if something happens. So I'm gonna bounce early tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with more of this. Let's see who else is live. We can send the love to that's playing anything. But yeah, I'd rather keep an eye on her. I'll tell you what, I will be in the Discord if you guys want to chit chat. I might do more of this, but I feel like I need to be ears off and kind of listening to her too. So that being said, let's see who else is live in. Let's go make a new friend. All right, so here is the, I thank you guys, and I'll let you know tomorrow night what's going on. But here's the raid call. We're going to go do this real quick, and I will see you guys tomorrow night with hopefully more of this action. I've been enjoying this. I could use a down day. And I will see you guys over there. First functioning city. Wow, okay. So we're going to go send the love to a new caster. You guys be kind. I hope you have an amazing Monday. Be a force for change of good in the world. Thank you guys for chatting with me and hanging out tonight. I do appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you tomorrow night for more of this action. Take it easy. We're going to go raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him.